Good, bad, not so good, not so bad, moderate, medium, evening, morning, afternoon, all of that business, people. Welcome to your favorite call-in show. I guess it's gonna be quite a feisty one. I can feel, I can tell. Uh, but nevertheless, we have a call-in show. It's Saturday night, people. You're all very welcome, ladies, gentlemen, Manchester United fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, all of them clubs, Spurs fans. You're all very welcome to another episode where you get a chance to call in and speak about and speak on whatever you want to speak on. The good, the bad, the ugly. It's your choice, it's your narrative. There's only a couple of rules. The only couple of rules are channel members get first priority, new callers get first priority, and we ask you to keep it respectful at all times. They're the three rules, really. Channel members get priority. If you're not a member, become a member. You get first priority on call-ins like this. There's going to be more interactive shows over the summer where we're going to be doing drafts, where we're going to be doing quizzes, and channel members are going to be asked to come on or be given the chance to come on. And secondly, smash the like on the way in. I don't even know who's on today, but all right. Still, but yeah. So the rest of, don't smile too much. The rest of you, come through. I see everyone in the chat. We're gonna just build it up before we let the first callers, the second callers, and the third callers in. Chat. I'm not gonna be able to listen to you and converse with you in the private chat in the studio. I've got a whole show to organize, so I'll tell you what the order is very shortly. My beloved panelists, my beloved partners in crime today, Captain Zuberi in the building. Big up yourself. What you saying?
If you know, you know, man. We're talking about beautiful game, ugly moments, and the humbler. The humbler. So, but we're here for it. That's what we're here for. Beautiful fans. Hey, Bilal, welcome, man. Welcome, Bilal. Thought you was off today, smoking a cigar, enjoying life.
That's what I thought. What's going
Welcome
on?
Welcome to the trenches.
Listen.
Saturday is gonna be known as the trenches, you know. We're in the trenches, nonetheless. It's a battlefield out here, Bilal.
Yeah, man. I felt sorry for you guys. I said, you know what? Let me come and try and make them a little bit more happy today. So I said, let me just turn up. So listen, I'll be here. I'll be here. If anyone wants to moan, complain, if you want to be happy, whatever mood you're feeling, listen, I'm here to listen.
100%, 100%. Let's get some comments up. People are saying smash the like button. You already know. Come on, smash up the likes. Ipeleng says ready for the cooking, and he's got a fried egg frying up there. And he says Uncle Grizz, yeah, Uncle Grizz is here, bro. Come on, Uncle Grizz don't duck. He just don't duck. He just don't dive. Grizz, that title is mad. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even do that title, so I don't even know whether to look at Bilal or Noor or one of them boys. I don't even know. Bilal, your face is giving it away. Was it you?
I was not involved. This is the funny thing. I was not involved in this title as well, so I'm not going to take the credit for it.
Oh, okay.
The person who did it, if you want to mention yourself in the comments, say it. State your claim to that title.
Yeah, of course we got the Chelsea man and women them piping up in the comments. It's all good. It's all good. Talk to me, bros. What are you saying? How was your weekend? How was your weekend start off? Zuberi, my one started off looking good. I thought, yeah, we're going to be first out the blocks, keep up the momentum from last week, which was quite something special. We're still going to talk about last week because that won't be forgotten. This one will be probably forgotten in the realms of history. Last week won't be forgotten. But this week, for this round of games, wow, what a disastrous morning for us. Early morning or late night for you.
Yeah, so the perfect analogy is like to piggyback off the show last week. Had a few callers in, said it was gonna cook, but when they turn up, we're like, here's the kitchen, and they didn't come with any ingredients. So Sunday for us is we had the shopping list down. We know what was gonna cook today. And during midweek, something happened. We went to the supermarket, the grocery store, and on Saturday we didn't buy all the ingredients. Have you ever made a list, went there, got home, and like, yo, how did I forget to grab this? You have it on the list. Go out, do the same thing. Go out, grab the groceries, grab the ingredients. Today I'm like, yeah, we got everything. I'm ready to cook. I'm checking the bag. Ingredients missing. No goals on the list, Bilal. We could have played for 3 more hours. I don't think we would have got that goal in there, We're full of goals, by the way, It's like supermarket is stocked up. Just couldn't cash out any goals today. But football is a humbler, man. Lord knows we probably would have been unruly today. Probably would have been a little wild. Not saying it's, calling after dark or nothing, but I might have been a little rowdy, a little reckless. So it's good to be humbled and come in level and really analyze football the way it really should. There's highs and lows. We're in the trenches today, man. Bill, I don't know how your week went, but from the outside looking at Liverpool, thing transpired in 7 days. Because Sunday to Saturday, bro, it's...
They didn't even give us... Wait. Check my team out. Check my team out. Yo, they didn't even give me 7 days of rejoicing. They said,
the Lord said, rest on the 7th day. These men said, bun that.
Bun that. We ain't getting that far.
You know what? I just watched Liverpool. You know, when you win 7-0 against Man United, it's all good. It's all fun and games, but you have to win the next game. That's literally it, because now it's like it's ruined. It's pointless. It's we're not pointless because it happened and there's something that always been in the history.
No, it's not pointless. But we'll talk about the Man United fans if it's pointless or not.
Yeah, but it's one of those ones where it's a bit of a killer. And for me, as the Arsenal fan that I am, I'm not happy with that result because you guys are letting Tottenham somehow stake their claim to this 4th place. And I don't want to see them. You know, the other night after they got knocked out of the Champions League, we were talking, we said, how many years until Tottenham get back in the Champions League? Mate, it could be next season with the way things are going.
No, but disclaimer, when I said that, I said, if they don't get in this season, that's what I meant. If they don't get in this season, then it could be wild. Yo, I'm going to take this call. You guys carry on talking for a little while.
Before we get rid of that comment,
Callers will be coming on in about 5 to 10 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll get them in. Billa, I don't like that comment because last week I'm telling up Grizz because Grizz is a little nervous before the game, right? And I'm like, nah, bun these, man. We're going to go out there and do it. Top 4 is safe. As long as Tottenham are in top 4, they're just holding our place. Paperweight settings, just keeping it in place for us to get in there. And I don't think we want the spot, Bilal. You remember every time Arsenal is in and around top 4, we're like, it's Arsenal to lose. That's how we're looking at Liverpool right now from a Liverpool perspective. Top 4 is ours to lose, and it looks like we'd rather lose it, man.
Still got a game in hand on Tottenham. So if you
I don't give a shit.
Bro.
I do.
4 teams. So 4 teams in the bottom. Today, winless against 4 teams in the bottom.
I'm very close to checking out tonight, Zibiri. I might be leaving you today.
I hear it, man. I might have to write you up for AWOL, absent without leave.
No, I'm going to take leave. I'm very close to clocking out tonight. I don't know, Bilal. You need to just keep us going today. I don't know.
You know what? The only positive for me that of you losing to Bournemouth is that I feel like now when you play the Man City game, guys are going to be up for it. You guys are going to want to get those 3 points. That's the only positive for me. I'm thinking if we're going to really do something against them, and if you'd won this game against Bournemouth, maybe not so much. But I could see Liverpool getting a result. So is it Man City, Chelsea, and Arsenal at home. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys got like 7 points out of 9 in those kind of games. That just seems to be the way Liverpool are right now. But then when you go face a team that's hard to beat, they're not really giving you that much space, maybe in behind, that's when the problems start to arise. So, yeah, Liverpool in a bit of a weird situation where they can definitely go toe-to-toe, I think, with some of the big teams. If it's an open game, if it becomes a battle, it becomes a war, it can definitely go toe-to-toe. But when you start going away to Bournemouth, it's not the same. These guys are so hard to break down. They're so tough. And today, Solanke and Billing, those two guys, they were absolutely, showing what they can do in the break. And even against Arsenal, they showed the same thing. And even the game before against Man City, I know they got beat 4-1. I remember saying that Bournemouth was showing me something, that on the break, they've actually got some power, they've got some pace, they've got some legs, they can actually work with something here. So there's no easy games in the Premier League right now. I think from top to bottom, it's so competitive. And any result could happen and you wouldn't really be that surprised. And yeah, that's a state of play right now. But Liverpool, I don't know, man. As I said, it might be better that you're having this tough run coming up soon.
I don't know.
Nah,
I hope I don't have to talk too much, because I already done a post-match reaction. I'm gonna have RedFellas tomorrow. It's gonna be like a 2-hour in-depth study. It's gonna be a study. It's gonna be a paper that we have to do tomorrow. Yo, what's good says, getting annoyed with Klopp. We need points. What was the midfield selection? If Hendo's sick, the fuck is he doing on the bench? Klopp tactics in game, ? Lol, whatever. Horrible. His treatment of Carvalho is so horrible. Zuberi, I got you here for a reason today, my brother.
Yeah,
you're my therapist today. You're my therapist.
Yeah, let me defend that last statement, because I think you said this as well. And before you said it, I was kind of feeling the same way. Bro, Carvalho ain't of the level that we need. I had my boy, he called me, was like, it was a beer. He's getting bullied off the ball too easily. So out of him, Elliott, and Basetic, I would say he's probably at the bottom of that picking order. As far as Elliott getting Sugarhorn in the team, I don't think that helped our tactics in-game and then the subs coming in the game. So the in-game subs thing, I agree with you. It's a stick I've been beating Klopp with for the longest. I kind of stop and try to actually understand the process and the challenges that we have during the season with all the injuries, bodies, unavailability, and I think it comes down to trust. Can we trust them to keep possession? Because we're a possession-based team. So we're not really doing that counter-attacking thing. Bringing them on in 3 minutes, I don't see what that does, because he hasn't been on in a hot minute. And we need a little bit more clarity as far as what's going on with our squad. If the manager don't want to disclose, I can't really beat him. But I understand what you're saying. Yo, what's good? Big up yourself, man. Thanks for the super chat.
I'm just letting people in the chat know that studio is full already. There's 14 people in here. There's more. The message is saying me there's more trying to get in. So we're going to try to keep it flowing as much as we can. Keep having your opinions, points. Maximum 5 minutes today, guys. It's not a rude thing. It's not because Liverpool lost anything. Everyone. I don't even know who sports who in there. I recognize a couple of faces, so it's just random. We just need to get thing. Nat Raj is in the chat. Nat Raj, you're about 7th, bro. So please don't rush me or don't do anything. Like, when it's your turn, I'll let you on. So you're about 7th in the queue. There's channel members and new callers get priority. So if anybody wants to become priority caller, mash up that channel membership, innit? Ducato Records sends in a super chat, says, come in peace. I come in peace. No, don't come in peace, bro. Come with violence. You mans, you know what I mean? We would have come with violence on you. So it's only fair, but are you really going to be celebrating a Bournemouth 1-0 over a humbling of 7-0? Are you serious? But okay.
No, let them say what they have to say. Yeah, let them say what they have to say, because I don't know what they're going to say, but it doesn't make sense. Can't celebrate 1-0 after you got slapped 7-0.
Well, they're celebrating our losses. It's mad. It's wild out here, but the game's the game, I guess. Klopp acting like Samuel Twee says, Klopp acting like Elliott and Basetic are prime Iniesta and Xavi. That was my biggest gripe. Zubs, that was my, as soon as I saw the lineup, I said it in the group WhatsApps, I said, yeah.
Listen,
we're still learning how to,
we're
still not learning from our mistakes.
Is this Klopp 2.0 new favorites?
No.
I mean,
because we're gonna go, because that none of those players will be starting the first game of next season. In midfield, before people go wild, in midfield, in my humble opinion, the 3 starters today won't be starting the first game of next season.
So you think Klopp would say, "I rated you and I trusted you. Take one step back from the progress you've made in taking steps forward," because that's not really who Klopp is, Grizz.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Needs must right now. He picked those. Ox and Naby Keita have been told, yeah, get out of here. Their heads are not here. Their heart's not here. Their desire's not here. Fair enough. Hendo's apparently was sick overnight, ill overnight or whatever, sick or ill, so couldn't start. Fair enough. I wanted Jota to start. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought Jota might have something. I wanted Bobby to start. I wanted a little freshness. But the players that were selected showed me nothing. Nothing. It was horrible. It was
I think it
very
was
horrible.
more so tactics as far as the players, because there wasn't a lot of interchanging between Nunes and Gakpo to what we saw. And then when the subs came on, I don't blame. Maybe there's one or two subs I didn't like, but when the subs came on, it didn't suit the tempo of the game, and the tactics didn't quite necessarily help. Bringing on Gakpo and Firmino at the same time on the pitch, it's like, okay, so what are you looking for here? And then he brought Nunes off, and it's like, yeah, you should have put him center. So the tactics from the starting 11 to the end of the game, it just wasn't hitting today, man. It wasn't hitting. It wasn't as fluid as it was. And Bournemouth was actually coming onto us. It's not even like they was just sitting back. So I'm a bit baffled.
Yeah, I'm a bit baffled. Sean says, do we all agree that Milner has an appearance contract? Yeah, it must be. I don't know what to say to you, Sean. I have to agree with you. I'm nodding in agreement. But listen, Liverpool wasn't the only game. Spurs got a much needed important win. Chelsea, 3 wins in a row now. Very similar to the Liverpool run of recent. You know what I mean? That's Chelsea coming up the ranks. Of course, Man United and Newcastle go tomorrow, and Arsenal. The pressure's back on Arsenal tomorrow because Man City got a lucky penalty. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the penalty was a penalty, but it needed a late penalty to get over Crystal Palace. That could have been peak. Leeds played a thrilling game, 2-2 with Brighton. But yeah, man, the only other game that stands out there is that Chelsea, man. Chelsea and Leicester. Chelsea went away to Leicester. Leicester in trouble, man. Leicester in trouble.
Listen, can't get a win, bro. I'm not sure what's going on over there. I don't know if Brendan holding them hostage for some money. Bro, they're missing tactics, inspiration, goals. Looking very barren at Leicester right now, man. Is there a drought in Leicester at the moment? Because it's correlating on the pitch. I'm just saying, it's looking rough.
Ducato says, when you all lose to Real Madrid, I'll be here for you all. Losing to last place was awful, man. A win tomorrow, and this will be the perfect bounce. Yeah, look, let's not forget you lost to Brentford, Bournemouth 1-0 as well last time they were up. So I don't even know what you guys are really celebrating. Like, I understand your happiness, but the celebration? Okay, we're going to talk. We're going to talk. But anyway, I think it's time to get a new caller in. What are you saying? Channel member. Sorry. It's a channel member. It's Kevin. Let's big up Kevin and welcome to the stream, Kev. Hope you're doing very well, my friend. I assume and guess you are.
Yep. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, me and Zuberi are we out here ready to. I don't know. Bilal's calm. Bilal was a bit pissed off with that last-minute penalty or last 10-minute penalty. But I'm sure none of us are as good as you right now.
So, we'll see tomorrow even better. Like, I understood your point completely on you get our happiness. I'm happy. But you said people celebrating. I'm not celebrating. I don't know about all that. Let's worry about ourselves first. But it's just funny because right now I'm at work, for example, right? So that's why I always either call very late on your shows or I don't call at all unless it's my Saturday off. So after we held that L to you guys last week, I was like, you know what? I'll sit down in the truck for a couple of minutes. Let me hold some smoke. But it's like, it's just the wrong time, I feel, for you guys, because I don't know if you guys want to give off so much smoke right now after that. But yeah, it's funny how things work out because I'm like, you know what? Let me call. I want them to, give me some smoke. I said, I'm confident we'll win. I wasn't like the other guys. I don't know if you remember. I said, I think it'd be tight. 2-1 United, 3-2 United. I didn't think it was going to be like people were saying, oh, we want 5 against Liverpool. We want 6 against Liverpool. I didn't think it was that. I told you guys it's still Anfield. You guys will be up for it. Your players will not want to go out to an L at Anfield to United most, like more than anything. So it's just crazy how things work out, and I just want to see where you guys are at now, like in terms of it was almost like a roller coaster. So I'm just seeing like where you guys are at right now.
Where?
Oh no, man. We still
Go
want that smoke, bro. We still want that smoke. You
Then
get
give
some
it to me,
smokes
man.
right
I'm here.
bro. I can't give them all to you because you were kind of rational. You're kind of like, I don't know,
Absolutely.
man, Anfield. Yeah, you kind of so you did bought the insurance from the smoke early, unlike some other people. We'll get on to them later, but you did purchase the right amount of insurance. You're saying, bro, it's Anfield. You guys can be up for it. When you said up for it, I'm thinking probably like a 2-0 win Liverpool. Because by the time we scored 3, bro, I start feeling bad for you guys. Not just the team, but just the fans. You know, talking to one fan in particular, he said, I can guarantee you no one would leave the stadium. 75 minutes in, the stadium was empty. And at that point, I was like, "Dad, this is bad. This is really bad."
For like a day or two, my head was just that first day, like that day it happened. Keep in mind, I'm in the U.S. You know, Zubairi, so it's early for us. So I'm just all day. I went to go watch. I remember I went to go watch Creed 3 that same day, and the whole day, and we had a little celebration for my brother's birthday, and I'm just in my own little world. Just damn, I'm just gutted. That one hurt. It was different, it's embarrassing. That one hurt. The day after, I'm a postman, so my head loss was crazy. I had to go back to several houses because I kept forgetting to give them their packages because I'm just thinking about that, like, oh my God, like we really got beat 7-0. A loss I would have handled very well because I know you guys could have beaten us, but a 7-0 is what really like hurt, and that's just the crazy thing.
But this is it. This is mad, isn't it? It's like Zeno says, personally think this loss, I think he's talking about the Liverpool loss to Bournemouth, makes United look worse. Like, how the hell did you hold 7 against this team? Like, we're shambles, and we admit it. We admit
it. That's why I had a little bit of chest, because it's like, I like our form. I know where you guys are at. I think we could win. I don't think it'll be a spanking, but I think we can go out, maybe get a little goal to, just get us ahead and maybe hold on to it. I did not think, so this definitely hurts more, because it's like, if the players were up for it, if Ten Hag maybe just got it right that day, I don't know. I think maybe after all the talk they saw online and everything, maybe after our form, maybe the players and the manager just came in with a little bit of arrogance. It's like, just come about it the right way. Because like, even till now, I think we could still beat you guys. I don't know what happened to them mentally, where it's like, you just switched off. You just underestimated everything and just let them have their way. Because 7-0 is crazy.
Can I ask while you're here? Actually, can I answer something people are saying while you're here, Kevin? Sydney says, why are we living in the past? Lol, it was a freak result, a one-off fluke. Who cares? Sort out the problem within our fan base or with our fan base. Can I just remind you that the aggregate score for the last 10 games is something like 29-2 or something?
Yeah, it's something pretty bad.
Like, so how you...
It's more than that still. It's in the 30s.
So Sydney, it's not a fluke. It's not a one-off. We have, in my top of my very head, I can remember 5-0, I can remember 4-2, and I can remember 7-0. How is that? Yeah, okay, why does that matter? Because you're calling it a fluke, my guy. That doesn't equate to fluke, does it? Fluke is when you 36-2. So tell me, Sydney, I'm not saying it matters. You're the one who's claiming it's a fluke. Do you know what fluke means? Fluke means that it's a rarity, a one-off thing. These things don't happen. It's 36-2. Get out of here. 4 to 6 goals on a regular. Fluke is the wrong word, my guy. That's why I'm saying it matters. I'm not saying it matters anything in the long run. We ain't getting fourth because we beat him by 7, or we're not going to get fourth if we lose to, do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying it happens. But, Kevin, man, we're going to keep it moving because we've got a hella callers in today, man. But yeah, man, big up yourself. You know what I mean? You guys got to obviously solidify it tomorrow. There's no doubt in my head you're going to beat Southampton. Southampton are shambles right now as well.
That's all I really wanted as a response. And
at home.
That'll go down in the history books, and I get that. And you guys will always banter us with it, and it'll stick with us forever. But in terms of just this season alone, just answer back by just going a win and run. Just give us back a little bit of momentum because that one hurt. So just make up for it, but with wins, no talking, no paragraphs. Just go out, go on a little win and run.
I think
We
you
got
will.
some.
I think you
I think we
will.
will too. So that's all I want.
Your first half was a bit dodgy against Betis, but the second half you guys came strong. And Southampton at home. If this was away, then yeah, it would have been a test for you guys. But I don't see it being a test at all. Southampton
I agree.
My brother, always a pleasure speaking to you, man. Big up yourself.
Enjoy your night, guys.
Look after
Big
yourself.
up, man.
Bye-bye.
Big up.
Big up, Kevin.
Yeah, man. It's true, isn't it? It's I can't really see them guys doing anything. Southampton are a shambles, man. If it was away, you never know. Football can be a humbler, as Liverpool Football Club found out today. But Bournemouth showed me something last week, man. And I thought to myself, going 2-0 up at the Emirates these days ain't easy.
I thought that was a fluke, you know.
Obviously, it wasn't now. Look at the way
what I'm starting to think?
Look at the way they counterattacked us. It wasn't.
You know what I'm starting to think?
And they should have been more. Even Bilal will admit it could have been more. So
Yeah, if it wasn't for Ramsdale, they could have made it 3 at one point as well.
They could have made it 3-0.
Hey, Billin. I'm just saying.
Listen, he's like Joe Linton. He's looking good, man. I think he's only 26 years old.
No, we ain't looking at Billing. We're looking higher Billing, man. Stop that.
Grizz.
Yeah, if we don't get no investment,
Grizz.
listen. If we don't get no investment,
Grizz.
if we ain't got no P, if we don't get no Champions League, bring in Bellingham as a squad player.
Grizz. Salvation Army budget.
Salvation Army budget.
From Bellingham to Billing, it kind of sounds the same, you know. You never know.
Oh, Lord have mercy, man. You guys are trolling your own club.
You know where you should go, though? You should go to Villa, because him and Mings in the same team. They look the same. Confuse people.
Big up the latest channel member. Ben is in the building. Big up, Ben.
Big up, Ben.
Respect to you. Listen, guys, channel members and new callers will get priority. Doesn't matter how much I've conversed with you in the past. I have to play by the rules. So you might think, yo, me and you chat, Grizz, me and you, Zuberi, we got banned. Brothers, rules and regulations. You understand? So it's not a harsh thing. You have to be fair in life because then people treat you fairly. If you start treating people unfairly, then Bournemouth humble you. That's what happens. Next caller is Diallo. After Diallo will be Reedy. That's the order. Guys, if you've already been on, please remove yourself from the studio so other callers can come in. Thank you very much. Diallo, oh shit, I thought one of you added him. Diallo, welcome to the stream, my brother. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I don't know why my camera is not working.
No problem, bro. You're a regular. We already know it's not a problem for you.
Yeah, Zuberi, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I'm juicing back up. The day's been down, not just on a Liverpool level, man. The car guy messed me up today. Supposed to tint my window. He can even get the tint right. So now people just looking at my car, man. So it's a bad day on and off the pitch for me, man.
Well, chin up. It will get better. But anyway, thanks for having me on, Grizz.
No problem, brother. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, I was trying to, to call my man Kall. Remember him last weekend? He came to cook and he forgot. Kyle. It was another, the one in your not the one. It's another car. Remember, he called last week and he was like, "Let me cook." He showed up.
Didn't cook at all.
He didn't cook at all.
He didn't cook at all.
What team was he?
He's a United fan.
He was a United fan. Diallo, you support Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
Now Diallo was gassing me up because he didn't want on his run yet, so he was.
Okay. I think he was in the chat because he said football's a humbler. He's made a few comments. I said, yeah, no problem, all good. And then when I asked for respect, I said only a few rules, guys. Show respect. Channel members get first priority, and new callers. And he said, in capital letters, "You've been disrespectful to Man United lately." And I said, "Kall, it's my channel. I make the rules." And I meant the respect to each other. And then he logged out. So if he wants to come back and explain himself, no problem. Otherwise, no problem. All I ask for is respect.
Yeah, that guy don't have nothing to say, man. He was talking the talk in the chat, and you guys gave him the opportunity. He said nothing, and then he showed up at Anfield with his team, and they just showed up with cold vegetables, and coleslaw. like,
yeah, they weren't ready to cook, man. They weren't ready to cook.
Yeah, so I really wanted to cook him today, but maybe sometime next week.
Well, he might come. He might come back. I mean, as soon as I asked for respect, he logged out. So okay, he didn't want to be respectful. No problem. Get out.
That's all
Yeah.
right.
No, well, listen. Do you know what it is, Diallo? I'm absolutely fine. By the grace of God, I'm on a platform altogether that speaks to probably in a week around 250,000 people altogether on all the platforms in a week. So I'm here for the banner. I'm here for the cussing. I'm here for the telling me about my dead team. But all I ask for is show the same respect that I show you, not your club. You can diss my club. I don't give a shit. But show my people and show me respect that I show you. And that's all I ask for. Cuss my club. You're right to. Bring the smoke. You're right to. It is what it is. We have to hold some smoke today. That was embarrassing. That was disgusting. So, but yeah, man, look, I don't know if you want to touch upon that. I don't know if you want to touch upon United. I don't know if you want to touch upon your team, because it's very interesting. You don't really talk about your team too tough.
I'm trying to keep it cool, man.
Nah, we're not here to let you keep cool. You're in a race tomorrow.
I actually, you know what, Grizz, before I leave, I will leave you with I have a conspiracy theory, but I will leave that at the end. No, I mean, I can talk about Arsenal all day long, but this is a Liverpool channel. I realize that most of the...
No, it's not a Liverpool show, though. Remember that. So talk about what you want.
All right, man. Well, I will talk about Arsenal. To be honest, like that, what was Olise doing, man? Like, that was stupid. But you know what? City deserved to win. I mean, I look at the game. Remember last week I said I look at the process, not the outcome. Way that game was going, there was only going to be one outcome. City were creating the chances. Haaland was, missed like very, very, very two very open goals. For a striker with that quality, he should score. And Grealish as well. By the way, I think Jack Grealish is actually playing well. I know that he has been slagged off here and there, but I actually think that they are depending on him more now. He brings something different to most of their forwards. I genuinely think that he's undroppable right now for Guardiola. That's why he's playing every minute, every game. So I wasn't too miffed. You know what? When City win, I just want them to win 4-0. When they win 1-0, is the
it hurts. Brother, we've been there. This is what me and Zuberi try to tell you, man. It's that lingering hope they keep giving you every week. 77 minutes and it's 0-0, and you're thinking, yo, this could be, and then just a little fluke, a little something.
I want it to be like a golazo or something, but like that. Look at that penalty, man. Come on. You know what? Vieira, he's in trouble, man. I actually wanted to touch on that. I am worried for Palace and Leicester and maybe Leeds. I think Bournemouth has a fight in them. Last week I said that...
Yo, get that table up, Bilal. It's looking tight at the bottom. Okay, we're talking at the top being tight. Yo, look at the bottom.
Look at that. Leicester are in trouble. I mean, West Ham are also in trouble. And I will put, I will put those two teams down there. And Palace, I know right now they look like they're a little bit distant. These guys are in trouble. They are not playing well at all. They don't look like they will ever score a goal. Just look at the way they're playing. It looks like they will never score a goal. That game could have played for another 2 days. They didn't look ever like scoring. I don't even know if they had a shot on target. And the same thing for Leicester City. They rely on Maddison, who is like a fragile footballer. You cannot depend on someone like that for a relegation battle. Bournemouth, on the other hand, they actually have players who, even though maybe the quality is not as high as a Maddison per se or a Zaha, but these guys are ready to fight. And today, they defended their box. Granted, Liverpool went sharp, in their play like they were last weekend. But Bournemouth fought, and against Arsenal, they fought until the last second. So they're fighting. Everton are fighting too. So I worry for Leicester, I worry for Palace, and I worry for Vieira, man. That is a legend. I don't want the guy to get sacked, but I can see that coming, man. And one thing about...
Yo, Diallo, can I ask you something?
Yeah, man.
Because I'm scratching my head over Vieira, but the reason why I'm doing it is, am I missing something with Eze? Is there something wrong with him? Because I've seen him try IU on the right.
He's not picking. You don't play him.
Bro, he doesn't. And I'm like, So he hasn't tried Eze and Olise, and I'm not sure if he tried it
Together.
once in a game because I don't follow them. But I'm like, bro, I think he put Schlupp over there today and IU up top. He doesn't have a striker that he trusts either. Didn't they have that Edward guy, Mateta, that's like a B-Tech Origi?
Yeah.
IU ain't really IU in, so they need a striker and a proper right wing. And I don't know what's going on, man, because I think Olise can run it a little better than Elliott probably would run a right wing. You know, your Shaqiri's not quite pacey, but, you know, with his one left foot, he can shimmy a man.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's not picking Eze. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man?
I think I heard some Palace fan. There's one channel, I forgot his name. He's a very, very good content creator for Crystal Palace. He was saying he was there asking the same questions. He's one of their best players, Eze. You know, even last season, he was one of their best players. But I think it has to do with Olise. I don't think he wants to pick the two of them. They kind of have a similar playing style. And I don't know if Eze has the work rate in the middle compared to like Schlupp. You know, Schlupp is a dog, basically. He just runs around.
Yeah, but there's no quality there, man.
There's no quality. I agree. For me, he should play like Dukure, who was missing today, and Lokonga, and then play someone like Eze in front of them, and then play on the wings one Zaha and Olise, and then maybe like Ayew up top. Ayew also cannot be relied upon. That's what I was saying. They don't look like scoring. I worry for him, and I don't see where the goals are coming from. Zaha looks dead.
Diallo, I'm going to stop you, man, because we're just talking about Palace. People are getting angry in the chat. Why are we talking about Crystal Palace?
Oh, man.
But anyway, I did promise everyone about 5 minutes, bro. We got to keep it moving today.
Can I leave you with the question?
Of course
you don't have to discuss on that. I've been noticing this, and I don't know if Bilal feels the same. I feel like certain Liverpool fans out there, I'm not saying you are in there, Zuberi, it's a little bit questionable. There are some Liverpool fans out there that don't seem to want Arsenal to win this league. And I don't know if it has to do with the fact that they've been fighting with City for 4 or 5 years, and all of a sudden, Arsenal came from nowhere, basically, and like are challenging, and there is a sour taste in there. I can sense it. I don't know what it is.
Okay, I'm going to answer. I'm going to give my answer. Oh, Zuberi, don't know if he wants to give his answer. I agree with you, and I'm one of them now. I wasn't one of them. I wanted Arsenal to win. Now, as I see and interact with many, I'm talking literally probably 1,000 Arsenal fans amongst my following. I was going to say hundreds, but I reckon it's close to thousands, right? As Arsenal fans, I don't want you to win the league now. I'm not going to lie. Even though my son's he actually today he sent me a message, right, guys? My own son, like, how do I take this, right? He actually sent me a picture of Saeed and wrote, "It ain't easy."
Oh my God.
So how am I gonna take that shit? Yeah. But anyway, Diallo, we're gonna discuss that. Get Zuberi's opinion on that. I already know his opinion, I think, but we'll double check on that.
You know,
always a pleasure, my brother. Always a pleasure. You're a top man. Look after yourself.
Hey, take care, Diallo. Go for that run, man. Stay fit.
Look after yourself.
Hey, listen, Grizz.
Top guy. Studio full. Over 400 of you in the chat. Over 14 of you in the studio. Wow, the likes don't match up. Smash up the like button. This is your
make sure the likes is liking, man.
That's why there's over 400 of you on a Saturday night. It's peak out here for Liverpool fans. It's nice out here for Arsenal fans. It's nice-ish because you're celebrating a Liverpool loss for Man United fans. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to get Travis up in the studio. Dazza, keep trying, my bro. I'm trying to get through the callers as quick as I can. Keep trying. And we'll get you on very soon. What are you going to say?
No, I was going to say, you say you already switched. Remember when the league started September, me and you was actually backing them like, yeah, now they can do this. And me and you backed Arteta like, nah, the way Arteta coming in the coaching scene and managing and stuff like that, you know, we're happy if he gets it. But as the city's progressing, these Arsenal fans start doing the Superman thing. But when they pulling off, it's that dark Spider-Man outfit. Like, they ain't playing nice. They ain't really the hero everyone thought they was, you know. And I used to talk to this one Liverpoolie who became Arsenal Coonally, and
He became
becoming unbearable. Yeah, bro.
Well, he was a Liverpool fan. He became an Arsenal fan.
No. He was an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
Arteta came in and he was like, "Bun this idiot coach, blah 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 blah. I don't trust him." And he became Liverpool-y. And then Arteta started cooking up with the right ingredients, and man flipped the script and became unbearable. And just looking at him,
his roots.
Yeah, and looking at him, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that is how millions of these Arsenal fans are. They sucked up to Liverpool when they were down, and now that they're cooking and they can see the tunnel, even though City's on their neck, they're becoming unbearable. So you know what, Grizz, I'm giving them April. I'm giving them April because I don't want to jump on them yet. No. Listen, I don't want to jump on them yet, Grizz. You know why? It's my insurance policy in case they win. I can be like, no, I bet you guys. But you see, April, if they bottle it, ooh, I'm coming in. I'm switching when they bottle it. I'm not switching when they win it.
I don't know if you saw the Eurostars show on this week, and Bilal was just talking down the trophy. The Europa League is like, yeah, I ain't got time for that. Fuck that trophy. I'm not about that Europa League business. I'm Arsenal. We're going for the league title. They were this, and that makes me angry.
I know, but like I said,
I was speaking to my friend about that the other day. I said, bro, he's a United fan. I said, bro, you go to the final, man. Let me get knocked out. Is it next week? I said, let me leave that competition. I hate them Thursday nights, man. The music, bro, you don't understand. It's torture. You know, being that Europa League, because we've been in it for many years now, right? It's been a torture session every Europa League. It's like, it's like a punishment. So it's one of those ones. I've just got bad feelings towards it. It's not something, if we won it, I'd ever come on this channel and be like, hey, Europa League champions, yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Doing that. Yeah, go on.
It would be your first trophy in Europe, right?
No, we've got what's it called? What was that trophy? Damn.
No. We're not talking about that bootleg.
The one that got scrapped. We beat Parma. What's it called?
Okay. The one that got scrapped.
End it there. Better than Europa League. No, but it only got scrapped because they made the Champions League.
Cup Winners' Cup.
Cup Winners' Cup. That's the one.
Yeah. Yo, this only.
I knew Grizz knew.
Yo, only 126 likes. Get the hell out of it. I'd rather not have. No, then I'm gonna sound like an Arsenal fan. All right. I'll take the 100.
You guys are hating, man. Listen, Arsenal fans were riding with Liverpool all these years when we were doing niche. You were beating Tottenham in Champions League finals. We were adding to the support. You were going with Man City. We got kind of bad blood with them. They took so many players from us when we were at our brokest, So Liverpool coming in and challenging them and upsetting them. A lot of Arsenal fans that I knew, me included, man, we were there enjoying the ride with Klopp, with Mane, with Salah. But you guys don't want to repay the favor, it seems. No, but you know what? I understand. You know what?
We might have something for you. Man City is next. We might have something for you.
Yeah, if you give me that. You know what? If you give me that, that's it. You don't need anything else.
Who's the next caller, did I say, man?
I think you said...
Kevin is Diallo after Diallo, Travis. Yeah, we're going to bring up Travis. Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. I know this is flex. Like, I know there's about 20 people that work at United View, but I know this is flex. Because he's been sending me cherries. Like, what? You got them on a discount or something? Get out of there. What, 7 dozens for £1? Is that how much you got your cherries for? And you're sending them my way? £7 of cherries for £1. Get out of here, flex, man. I didn't hear from him for like 6 days, and look at him. He's been getting mad at me all day and
it's
night.
Funny.
I got the message. How they're celebrating our loss? Like, I don't get how you celebrating it. We celebrated hurting you. We celebrated smashing you up. You're celebrating our loss. Like, that don't make sense.
Listen, I think what it is,
fair play,
right?
man. Big up flex.
You beat them 7, man. They were hurting, and then in just 1 week, you've given them a bit of medicine,
man. It's our
and that's what it is.
I hear
exactly.
I hear it. Yeah, Flex is back. It's true. Mango's missing. You know what? He was off in socials. He didn't reply to one message, tweet, Insta, anything. WhatsApp. He didn't reply to one thing. Since morning, he's been sending me cherries, man. I'm gonna make a farm. Who's next? Who did I say? Travis. Bring up Travis. Travis, what's good, my bro? Hope you're good.
Greetings. How are you guys?
Well, yeah, that's me, bro. Zuberi seems fine, but he's on mute, so you give him that fine.
Big up, bro. Yes, the kit, bro. I'm all over the place with this kit on today, man.
You love wearing it, you know. Zub loves that kit, and that kit is terrible.
Terrible.
It's a terrible kit to look
I disagree, Zub. I've got the same kit. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
but
You
you're
like it?
smart. Yeah, but you're smart. You're not wearing it on a day like this when we ain't won a game. We ain't won a game with that kit.
Where did I start, man? Before I go into Liverpool, I wanted to address the Bilal thing that you were just talking about. My best friend is actually an Arsenal fan, so I can actually sympathize with what you're trying to say. But let me try to explain it from a Liverpool point of view. The reason why I think from a Liverpool point of view, I can't see Arteta lift that trophy is that it will actually call into question how great Klopp is. If Arteta is able to win a Premier League title in this short amount of time, I know Klopp's got the Champions League, but other than that, you know, Arteta's already got the FA Cup. It seems like he would have caught up to the legacy that we've spent so long building in just a couple of years. So I think that's the main reason why I just don't want to see you guys win the trophy.
Hold on. Will he have won the Champions League?
He wouldn't have won the
FA
Cup,
Cup, the League Cup, the World Club Championship, and the Super Cup. Will he have won 7 trophies?
Grizz, I think the point he's getting at is...
You mean the proper trophies first? Because you named a lot of unserious trophies.
When you're talking exactly Bilal.
He's picking up 2 trophies faster than Klopp picked up.
When you're talking about the biggest of English clubs, we don't care about these small Mickey Mouse trophies. We don't care about these small Mickey Mouse trophies. All you really care about is the Premier League and the champs. So if he actually wins this, he's really only got one more thing to
why is your club the most coveted club in British football, English football?
I'm just comparing Arteta and Klopp.
No, I'm asking you a question. Why
because
is
of
your
the amount
club...
of trophies we've won? Because of the amount of trophies we've won.
So look at that. That's why we're known as the biggest club in England. Man United will argue, but we say it's all about who won the most trophies. Why is your club the most known as, you know, Man United or Liverpool? Is because we've won the most trophies.
Right.
So if we're gonna start sniffing up our noses at trophies and say only these ones count, if that's how our attitude is, then we ain't getting far. You must win trophies as you go along on journeys. We've been through 30 years of darkness. So when we started winning trophies again, I wasn't looking at picking up, oh no, I just want to win this, I just want to win that. Beggars cannot be choosers. So when Jurgen Klopp stepped through the building, I wanted every trophy that he enters. Last season was a madness. Of course, there's hierarchy of trophies. Of course, there's hierarchy. Everybody knows Champions League is the ultimate. Everybody knows winning the Premier League is second. Of course, and then there's the FA Cup or the League Cup or the World Club Cup that comes into it, because apart from English teams, every other nation takes that seriously now, the World Club Cup. But I hear you, but I wouldn't sniff up at trophies, man. We celebrated the Carabao Cup last season. Man City celebrated the Carabao Cup like wild when they won it as their first season. Man United, we saw the team celebrate the Carabao Cup last week. Teams say something and do something different. Fan bases want trophies.
I'm going to have to disagree with you, you know.
Which part?
Because I said, which part? Because I said about 5, 6 different things.
Nah, listen, man. Klopp picked up the FA Cup and the League Cup last year. He's been here since, 2015, 2016? He ain't put no respect on them trophies when he first came in. It was one of the biggest arguments we had with him. We only let him slide with it because the first trophy he brought us basically almost the Prem. So he brought the Champions League. No. Let me land, Grizz. Let me land. He picked up the Champions League.
But it's a strawman argument. I'm not talking about Klopp. I'm not talking about Klopp. I said
that's what he's talking about.
No, he didn't. He's talking about
he's talking about Arteta and Klopp as far as the trophy they're going for.
I listened to that. I listened to that. So my response to that was, how many trophies has Arteta won?
2. Well, he's on track for 2, possibly 3 if Bilal celebrate them with the Europa League.
Well, let's see.
We're only in the Premier League and what?
If he wins, look, I said from a fan base, I agree with you. Jurgen Klopp didn't show respect to the domestic trophies, but there could be an argument to say, as he understood and realized what the makeup of this club is and the fan base is and how it's viewed, then he started taking them seriously.
Took him 7 years though.
Yeah, I hear that. It's wrong.
Arteta snatched one up in 2 years, a year and a half.
So okay, so hold on. So now we're working towards Arteta or Klopp? Is that what we're doing, Travis and Zubiri?
That's what he's saying. He's saying.
That's what we're doing.
That's what he's saying.
You guys brought this argument. I wouldn't even have started this one.
Exactly. Arsenal fans are saying don't do this.
No. I'm saying
Liverpool fans are saying, yeah, we need to do this.
If they win, they will start to be able to talk that my manager. That's
what he's saying.
If they
this is a prediction,
If they continue it, or they could be a Leicester.
What?
Leicester won the FA Cup. Leicester won the league.
Yeah, we're not Leicester.
Wait, hold on. Come on, wait.
Let Grizz land. Shh. Let Grizz land.
I've just
again.
Your arguments.
Say that again.
I've just deaded your arguments.
No, say it again.
Say again.
I like the smile that jumped off Bilal's face. Say it again.
If they just win, if it's a one, what's to prove? What's to suggest? What evidence have you man got? Because I've got evidence of the last 5-6 years. You haven't got no evidence. You're speculating the future. If he wins the league, and if he continues to challenge for the title, 90+ points, wins the cup as well, wins the League Cup, wins the World Club Cup, then he could be spoken about in Klopp's on Klopp's level. What I'm saying is, what if he just wins the FA Cup and the League Cup like Leicester and goes dead again?
Bilal, what are you saying to that?
No, I agree with Grizz. Like,
wait, hold on. He said, shut up, Grizz, Arsenal or Leicester. In what way? Leicester won the league before you.
I'll explain.
Because Arsenal Football Club, that's why.
Your history.
No, and even now, the finances is different to what it was in the last few years.
Of course, finances, no problem.
Premier League, you get Champions League money, contracted players.
The squad. The squad.
No.
They've got one of the youngest squads in the league and they're first.
But one point is, we're speculating with the future.
But
have you got any history? The argument is that Klopp. The argument is that Klopp has got a history of winning stuff.
Okay, but that's what we're doing. The argument is based on the future, and I'm arguing that.
And that's speculation.
He's looking, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to just predict, right? And I'm speculating that if they are to win this, people will start to say that with what Arteta's done in the short period of time with the players that he has compared to the players that Klopp has, I think you have to give him the applause. You have to say that it's bigger.
There's no doubt. I'm one of Arteta's biggest fans, bigger than a lot of bang on Travis. He said that's the real reason I reckon. I support Arsenal more than Arsenal fans, and they already know this.
Same.
Yeah. Shout out certain Arsenal content creators. They already know this. Bilal will know. I support Arteta, applaud Arteta more than Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans wanted him gone. And I was like, I see the vision. I don't know what you lot don't see. I see the vision. So when it comes to applauding Arteta and giving him his flowers, brother, I'm the first to give him flowers. He's done a ridiculous job at Arsenal. Ridiculous. But comparing him to Klopp, this is
you can't. You know what it is.
Me,
you know what it's like.
For me, it gets a bit.
Yeah, you know what it's like. I'll give you a player's example.
This is kiddies talk.
I'll give you a player's example. Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool, when he was coming up, doing all of his madness, assists, trophies, etc. What was the argument? Oh, you know what? By the time Trent finishes his career, he could go down as the greatest right back, more than Dani Alves, Philip Lahm, Cafu, all of these guys, right? But obviously, that's about the future. That's about if Trent continues his trajectory. Right now with Arsenal and Arteta, it's just the beginning of what they've started. Right, so we can't argue and speculate with Arteta and Klopp now because it doesn't make any sense. We've got nothing to go on, right? You have to give it 5 years. You have to give it 10 years, and then you can start having a discussion.
Literally, Arteta was a game away or two from getting sacked. It's a game of fine margins. Literally, Klopp was. We already know. We're not going to discuss last season from being one of the greatest managers the Premier League's ever seen. Because if we won that champion, right? So do you see where I'm going with very fine margins? I hear the conversation. If Arteta wins the Premier League and then goes on to win the Champions League as well, and then goes on to win the World Club Super Cup, 100% there's conversations, and then people are going to say, yo, Arteta's trajectory is way above Klopp. And I'm not going to have much of an argument. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have an argument, but I'm not going to have much of an argument. At the moment, it's long. It's a reactionary argument discussion.
It's not something to really. It's not something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. I came here really to discuss 2 points.
Go on, Travis. We've got to keep it quick though. There's hella people waiting.
First one.
You wasted it on Arteta.
No. Yeah. First one I'm gonna start with. It's very. I don't like how recently, over the past couple of episodes, etc., you criticize Klopp. Okay, is that fair to say? Is that fair to say you're not really someone that's pro Klopp?
Time out.
What for? Let him finish. He just
I have to time him out. He said recent episodes, bro. I lit the Klopp campaign 2 seasons ago.
Oh, okay.
So if you didn't know, I have to let you know.
He said I'm a bigger hater than you said I was.
Yeah, don't belittle me like that, fam. Yeah. But now continue, son. Go ahead.
And I just can't disagree more. I feel like you're, dare I say, one of these opportunist Liverpool fans where at the first sight of this season where we were crumbling, you were able to finally say, yeah, now look at Klopp, look at this. But I feel like he's done an exceptional job. Oh, all right.
I'll have to time you out again, bro. Once again, I've been doing this for 2 years. Grizz, he stormed me in like I just started.
Well, obviously, if you're saying you've been doing it for 2 years, then
I've been doing it during the Quad Champions League. I've been criticizing him, bro. I'm criticizing
but then that's wrong, right?
Winning.
Right?
No, but what I'm trying to get you to understand is the fans that's doing it now, they're jumping on a wagon that I jumped off of a long time ago. So I'm criticizing them while we're winning. Grizz will tell you. Grizz know this. When we're losing, bro, I'll pick Grizz up because Grizz is like, Zamiri, you're right. And I'm like, Grizz, nah, we can do this. See, he's covering his face. He knows this. I only criticize Klopp when we're winning. But so now that we're having a bad season, Grizz can tell you. I'm like,
we can go. Let's talk about this season. Then let's talk about this season.
So this season, he's got it terribly wrong this season. Starting from the transfer window.
I feel like we should. I feel like we should give him a break. I feel like he deserves a break, man. I feel like he really does. I feel like if you look at the options he's had, even today, for example, man, I heard you guys talk about Klopp, the substitutions, all of that. It just makes me think like, no one mentioned Fabio. No one mentioned Fabio. This guy's standing in the middle of our pitch, doing nothing. But everyone wants to talk about Klopp.
Did he do nothing last week?
No, he didn't.
I was going to ask the same question.
Today he did nothing. And then I look at Klopp and I see him. He's just as shocked as me. He's looking like.
So that's my point. My point. So if he was man of the match, one of the man of the match, he ate that Man United midfield, didn't he? The Casemiros, the Brunos, the whoever the other Fred, he ate them last week. So Klopp thought, okay,
all right.
He ate them. When you win 7-0 and your midfield is dominant, he ate them. Yeah, that's not all right, bro. Come on, give him some credit. I've been Fabinho's biggest critic this season. He stunk out the gaff. Fabinho has stunk out the gaff. But
definitely
to say he didn't deserve to play this week would have been a bit weird.
No, I'm saying, but he's the fault. He's the reason we lost. Like why we blaming Klopp? What's he supposed to do? Like at the end of the day, guys, with the options that we have. Wait. Can I just say this?
Let him land.
With the options that we have, he's played a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old. You're asking, why does he play the kids? So he's played a 19-year-old, 18-year-old. This is the same midfield that played against, I think, Wolves, where we won. He played a 19-year-old. It was Pacetic, Elliott, and Fabinho. He's playing the same midfield again. He's playing a 19-year-old, 18-year-old. If we're saying Klopp is one of the best managers of all time, we rate him this much. Clearly, if he looks at his team and he thinks,
by the way.
But I'm saying he's one of the best Liverpool managers of all time.
Liverpool managers. And he's saying that an 18-year-old and a 19-year-old is his best options. I don't look at that and I criticize him. I look at that and I sympathize with him, because who wants to be in that position? And maybe he has to blame for part of why he's in that position. But that's more so he doesn't make the transfers. He doesn't actually we know that he doesn't make the transfers. But right now, if we're talking about the position he's in right now, he's having to play these guys, and these guys are disappointing him. That's not. I can't really. Who is he going to play? He's not going to tell them to do anything different than what he's been telling them before. They're just sometimes disappointing them and sometimes showing up. And I can't put so much blame on him when we all know that realistically, if he has his ideal starting 11, I back us to win everything. So from my point is, like, why try to blame the guy when he doesn't have what he wants? You know. Travis, hold on, we're gonna have to keep it moving. Travis, we're gonna carry on this little bit of conversation. Big up yourself. make sure you make a habit of this because we like when you call in, man. You test our brains. We like that. Pick up yourself. All the best, my bro.
Man. Thank
Wicked. He made some
Grizz.
strong points.
I want to say he's about 4 months too late with that point. And the reason why I'm saying he's 4 months too late, he's making some good points, and we needed that energy when the players was letting Klopp down. He's right. Blaming Klopp 100% the way some of my entourage has been. I set him loose on the world. Yeah, it's a bit unjust because when you look at us conceding a goal in 5 minutes, that has nothing to do with Klopp. Bro, most of the games we've lost and dropped points, on paper, our team is better than the other team. And the other team turned up. So to blame Klopp and like, oh, it's Klopp 4, Klopp out, all of this good stuff. I mean, bro, look at the team he put out today. And we're going to say Bournemouth deserved to win because of the chances they created and how powerful one midfielder in their team is. That was the difference. That's the difference. And I get what he's saying. He's saying, yo, don't be writing this season on the back of Klopp. You know, I'm assuming he's saying hold the players accountable, but he only called out Fab today. It wasn't just on Fab. You know, Fab can't stop all the goals. He can't score all the goals. So the strikers got to hold some accountability for not putting the ball in the back of the net.
I want to address this very, very quickly. I'm so sorry. Grizz, the point is not Arteta v Plot. It's about how Pep's legacy at LFC will be looked at if Arteta wins the league in his first year challenging. How many years has Arteta been there? This is his third season.
Yeah, it's third season. But this is the only season I'd say the second season I'd say it's a bit more serious.
Okay, Klopp's third season. So first season, Klopp took over, we were 8th. Yeah, reached 2 cup finals, got us into the Champions League. The next season, he got us to the Champions League final.
We finished it then.
And we
finished second.
And we finished second.
One.
Third season, we won the league.
No, it's fourth season. Third season, we won the Champions League.
Third season, we won the Champions League. Fourth season, we won the league. So it's not his first year challenging Diallo. How Klopp didn't come in and look to challenge for the title. We were down in the dumps, in the trenches.
Yeah, we just needed top 4. He actually overachieved. So
we had Klein and them, man. We had Klein and Jordan.
Yeah, no, I think
man.
The squads that Arteta picked up and the Klopp picked up a similar level, like at the beginning.
Of course,
no. Bro, we had Barini. Didn't we have Barini?
Yeah, we had madness. We had Balotelli and Barini.
I had Mustafi and Kolasinac. We can go through the bums. We can go bum for bum. Let's do it.
It's a similar trajectory. Okay, Mix Mitchell says it's a similar trajectory, but we can only speculate what Arteta and Arsenal are going to do. Whereas we've got a bit of evidence with Klopp, not only his time at Liverpool, but his time at Dortmund as well, which is major. But
to be
Arteta deserves flowers. No one is denying that.
I hate this Arteta Klopp argument now. You know why? The first 2 years of Arteta, I was so annoyed by Arsenal fans. They're like, "Oh, look at what Klopp did at Liverpool." This is the whole argument. There was that lockdown period. We didn't win for like 3 months. I've never seen something like that in football. And then all of a sudden, you keep hearing some Arsenal fans. Fair play to them now. They're like laughing. Yeah, they kept the faith. They're saying, "Look at what Klopp did at Liverpool. Look at what Klopp did at Liverpool." But that was always their example. Klopp has been the example, so there's no point in comparing Arteta and Klopp.
Not yet.
Clearly,
not yet. I think you guys are forgetting the where it started. It's a conspiracy started by Diallo. I hope you're running Diallo and stump your tongue talking about this. So Diallo put it in the air.
He ain't even gone in a run yet. He's watching the
show. So basically, Diallo put it out there, right? And he's saying he believes that's the reason why us Liverpool fans don't want Arteta to win it, because it could be the start of him going back. So that's what Diallo was saying, and that's what Travis came in to comment on. So it's not like we wanted or we're projecting. He was like, "Yo, is this the route for why you don't want?"
For me, it's that. I agree now. So all of the people in the chat and all the people that came on have been saying that. Captain has explained to me the situation. So salute, as Captain always explains it to me. Well, I explain that shit to him as well. So we work together.
Yeah. No, but it's the smoke screen from Diallo that made
it. Yeah. But Captain has explained to me, so I understand now. But for me, I don't want them to win it because of the fan base. They're disgusting, some of them. Bilal's sweet. Like, Bilal's cool. But some of them, man, the hype on them. Because you know why? They're flip-flops. They wanted Arteta gone with a passion. He was enemy of the state.
And you know why? Shall I explain? You know when after you get someone like Wenger out of Arsenal, right, who was there for, was it 22 years? At that point, when you get Wenger out, I swear down, anyone can get it. That was my attitude. After Wenger, I said anybody can get it. We took out our legend to start again. And it's one of those ones where if Wenger can go, I'm telling you, Arteta, Emery, Kroenke, all of you guys, you're gonna get it. And it took Arteta a while, and he's lucky. Yeah. He's lucky. His worst period came during COVID, during lockdown.
COVID. No stadium, no crowds, no booing.
If 100%, if there were fans, he would have been sacked. 100%. So he is.
It was Arteta. Tell me the day there's going to be Klopp out t-shirts. Get out of here.
I'm big Klopp out, but I'm not putting it on a t-shirt.
Nah. I'll find you. 500 of you in here. Not even 250 likes. Not even 200 likes, I believe. Can you just run up the likes right this very second? Yeah, man, I'm gonna grab a drink, get the next caller in. Hold on. Let me get it because it's long for me. Just very quickly, I'm gonna run this super chat. Ali Jones says, apologies, Grizz, for telling you to shut up. That was rude of me. Please accept this super chat as a token of. No, man, you don't need to do that. Man. Apologies accepted, man. It's emotional. Football's emotional. No problem. I didn't block you. No problem, man. I'm allowed to be told to shut up. Shut up's fine. You cannot compare Klopp and Arteta. This is Arteta's first job as a manager. I'm the one who's saying that, bro. I agree with you. Yeah. You can't.
But I disagree, though, man. But I think for his first job, he's not really doing that bad.
No, he's doing fantastic.
So we have to. So the flowers are due, according to you, Grizz. So
fantastic, 100%. Thank you very much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that, mama, bro. No problem. If I have a problem with you, I'll block you. If you're rude and constantly abusive and trolling, I'll block you. Telling me to shut up because I'm talking shit is fine. When I talk shit, tell me to shut up, man. You know what I mean? That's if I'm talking shit. Sorry for throwing a grenade in. I meant no harm. You're good, Diallo. Go for your run now, brother. Go for your run. You're good. Now go for your run. Reedy, what's happening, mate? I'm going to leave you in the beautiful, amazing hand. I know last time you was good. You was on a run. Now you're back in the trenches. Welcome to the trenches, my guy.
Welcome to the trenches.
I love being in the trench, mate. I don't know. I've obviously heard a bit about what you were talking about Leicester in a bit of trouble at the moment, and I'm kind of in a bit of a denial. Like, I don't want to see us go down, but the more games the less games we have to play now, it looks like we are going to be in real bad position at the moment. Obviously, 1 point off bottom three. But then again, I look at it and think we had Chelsea away. We had Arsenal at home, which you can't compete to. And then you play Chelsea today, which I thought we did well at times. But again, you can't beat £600 million worth of players, can you? So I just don't know what to kind of look at. I want to kind of ask what your outside point of view of it is. Because, again, I used to say that there was 3 teams worse than us. But at the moment, now Bournemouth are performing. I can't see 3 teams below us at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon?
Why is goals so hard to come by from your team? Well, your team used to be dangerous. You know you're gonna get a goal or 2.
It's hard because, like a few weeks ago when we played Spurs and Villa, we smashed 4 against each of them. But that's when all of our players are on a good game. Like, obviously, if you're not on form, you're not going to score. And for us, someone like Barnes just isn't good enough at the moment. He's not using his brain enough. He's got all the pace there. He just doesn't use it. We bring Tete in on the right side. We've been looking for a winger for God knows how long since he got rid of Mahrez. He did well in his debut game against Villa, but other than that, he doesn't look that great. And then now you've got 3 strikers, one being Kall, Iheanacho, who on his day is brilliant, but today he was awful with his passing, and his first touch was just atrocious. You got Vardy, who's, for me, he's just sitting there now, ready for retirement. Daka, who did brilliant today, but again, we can't rely on one player. And someone was saying about we're relying on Maddison. I don't think we rely on Maddison. I think it's more the point of when Maddison's in the game, the whole team perform better. But when he isn't, it's kind of just everyone's individual players that are performing. It's quite hard to say, but again, I'm just not too sure what we're going to be doing by the end of this season.
Can I ask you another question about the other end of the pitch? What's his
defensively.
name?
Yeah.
Danny Ward. Surely that's not the answer. If you guys stay up, you guys gonna get a proper goalkeeper. I would hope.
Well,
Because Schmeichel usually give you guys a fight.
He actually done all right after that, right? He actually done after that. He done all right, and overall he's trash.
it's hard to say because Danny Ward makes some brilliant saves, but then there's somewhere like, how did you not save that? And it's like the Chilwell goal for us against us today. It was a good shot, but it was near post. It was on the bottom. He could have easier saved that.
That was a horror show. Yeah.
It's again for me. It's just poor positioning, and to be honest, when we brought a third choice keeper in Smithies, I don't know if anyone knows about him in there, but he was a Cardiff goalkeeper who we brought in as a third choice. And after that, we kind of knew Danny Ward was going to be our first choice. And to be honest, even if we do stay up, I can't see us getting a new keeper in. I don't. I think Rodgers is too blatant.
No way.
I can't. Rodgers is too biased and too ignorant to change his opinion on the keeper. And for me, I'm still Rodgers in, but I think it's more the point that I'm in denial now. I was saying that I've said if we do get rid of him now and get someone else in, I think it's just too risky at the point we are now. We've got 12 games left to go. 8 of them are winnable, and then the rest are obviously top 6, I think. But again, I just feel like it's just too risky. If we want to get rid of Rodgers in the summer, fair play. I just don't think it's just too much of a risk to get rid of him now.
The next game's massive. Palace away.
Exactly. Obviously, the next 4 up until Man City. Obviously, Brentford's before that. But yeah, the next 4, all of them for me are winnable. But obviously, I think
Leicester Villa will be key. If you lose, he's gone. Mm-hmm. If you draw, I think it's all about Leicester Bournemouth whether they survive.
But do you think, like, after that Villa game, that's 9 games left to go, do you think sacking Rodgers is going to keep us up? I don't. I feel like it's too much of a risk to bring someone else in because it's like Southampton. If I think I'm not the last manager Southampton got, the one before that, they brought in someone else after they got rid of Hasenhuttl, I think, and they lost 7 on the bounce. And I think if that happens to us, we are gone. So I feel like we've got to kind of, as much as it's not the greatest point, we've just got to ride the time, and hopefully we get enough points to stay up. And with the fixtures we've got left, I just hope we can.
Reedy, I hope you can as well. You're a nice club. Your manager's a bit of a knob. I can tell you. we've got experience with him, man. He can be a bit of a knob. Just when you think you're out of the trenches, you're back in there. He just drags you back in there with some nonsense. But yeah, man. Good luck, son. Always a pleasure trying to head up, man. Look after yourself. Take care. Guys that have left the stream and coming back in the stream, you lose your spot, man. Why would you? It's not my fault. You left. There's people coming in. The studio is full, so we're gonna keep it moving. Next people want to speak to us, bro. People want to speak to us. Who we got? Who's after? Who did I say? Bills.
Actually, that's where you left the
Ducato.
Order, you know.
After it, Ducato after Rido. Yeah. My guy.
My brothers, what's going on? What's popping? How y'all doing?
Cherries are being popped, bro.
Bro, you know what? Seeing y'all lose today, it made me feel a bit better, you know.
You want to go back, or you want to talk about today? Shall we talk? Because we ain't spoke since last Saturday.
You know what? You're right. So that's why I sent my first super check. I told you I come in peace, man.
Okay.
I come in peace, you know, for now, but I come in peace, you know. Last week was tough. I won't lie to you, you know. It was it was a humbling that we needed. Truthfully, it was a humbling that we needed, but
nobody needs a 7-0.
No, but like you have to understand, like, I put that loss on Ten Hag. Like, the players capitulate, the players, you know, they showed that Liverpool has that mental edge over them, and it pisses me off because it's like it's a new coach, same people, same results. So it's like at some point I gotta start pointing the fingers. But for specifically that game last week, that was Ten Hag's fault, and the reason why is He went too attacking, and he didn't really respect Anfield, if I have to call a spade. Just judging by the personnel, like when I see Shaw and Diallo as my two wing backs, I pause for concern because there's no defense from those two. They're more offensive minded, you know, like Saka killed Shaw, you know, Nunes was just killing Diallo on that wing. And for me, I've always been someone where it's like, if you're gonna play Shaw or Diallo, there has to be a Wan-Bissaka or Malacia on the other end. I need to know either the left or the right side can't be touched, because I'm of the personal belief that if Wan-Bissaka started, Nunes wasn't going to score. That's just my belief. You know, we can go back and forth and all, but that's just my belief, right? And so again, when I see us losing 7-0, and from the moment y'all scored the second goal, we should have just let's just focus on no more goals going in. Then
Right.
we from there. I'm telling you, that's my coach. My coach got disrespectful. So
but that 2-0 down, you should be like, according to us and what you guys have been telling us, you're the new mentality monsters. You're different. You're built different. You're coming with men, we were told.
Yeah.
So if you're built different and you're coming with men, and you're saying the second goal, we should have just shut up and closed shop and said no more. Please, no. You know, like I'm shutting up the studio when there's too many people and I don't let nobody in, and I'm trying. No, but you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you mean, but
so I'm saying, you're like, you shouldn't be giving up. You should be fighting, because if you get one goal back, anything can happen. Then you go again because you're built differently. I want to talk about why was so much talk about you're built differently. Why not just say we're okay? Anfield is a humbler, though. Anything can happen. It's going to be hard. All week, I just kept hearing we're going to do this. And then once we've done this, we're going to do that. And then when we're going to do that, we're going to do who and what. That's why I was on a bit of a rampage when 7 went in. Like 2-3 can go in. You can lose 2-3-0. You beat us 2-1 earlier in the season. It was a humbling. And look how much you celebrated and look how hurt we were. Right? So that's a normal game of football. 2 teams, you guys were up for it, bullied us off the pitch. Come fast forward a few months. In a matter of months, where's Nat Raj gone, man? In a matter of months, I'm hearing you guys have elevated to another level now. I'm hearing in those few months that you beat us, I would have personally, that's how I operate with my club. Everyone do what you want with your club. I would have operated on a humble level and said, yeah, we're on the right track, but we got a long way to go. I was hearing Anfield is getting it, Liverpool are getting it. I was getting messages, not you per se.
I know,
everyone.
I know. But
I'm talking hundreds and hundreds of messages. What is going to get done to us? Taking into all of that into consideration, that was nasty what happened. Not just a normal football game.
Come on, man. 7. It's embarrassing. Like, how
many points do we get for a field goal and a touchdown?
You get 7, man. You get 6.
Yeah.
No, but listen, but here's my point though. But then this further proves my point. So to answer your first part of what you're saying is, look at our road record. Look at United's road record against other teams this league. It's horrible. You know what I'm trying to say?
Not worse than ours.
No, we've lost 4 love.
Come in and talk.
7-0.
Come in and talk about today. Said talk about today. We're going to talk last week.
Zuberi, you don't get that one. No.
What's he saying?
Bro,
What's
we only won like 3 of 12 on the road.
Worse than us. I said we lost 4-0, 6-3, 7-0. It can't be worse than that.
I mean, we're not getting slapped that much, but we're still losing 1-0.
Your issue is something totally different. I don't want to get into all that because that's your problem. I'm focusing on us, right? So to answer your first question, it's our road record, number 1, right? Number 2 now is in terms of that, yes, I have to finally admit to say that of the current crop that I have right now, Liverpool has that mental edge. So we go into Anfield now, and that's what I'm saying. When we go down 2-0, it's like, no, let's get into a defensive pact. Let's get into a defensive effort where we can at least get the crowd out of it. Because your crowd is the reason why y'all kept going 4 or 5. I was like, oh, goodness, like I turned it off, right? But saying all of that, bro, it's just short-lived. Look, it's short-lived. You guys lost 1-0 to Bournemouth. It proves my point. I remember listening before he goes over. I remember listening, and they said Liverpool's kryptonite is two things: recently promoted teams and teams currently in the relegation zone. Look at all your losses and draws and talk to me. So when I see your next run of Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, that's your season right there. I told Zuberi last week, Liverpool is not going to go ahead of United. I told him that. I looked at Bilal and said, Bilal, there's a chance we're coming, and I still stand on that. Liverpool, your season is.
Come on, man! You got to drop that gimmick, man. You're not coming.
Your season is Liverpool. Your season is this month, 3 weeks. Because if you guys go say out of 9 points, 2 out of 9, time's ticking. So listen, enjoy it. You beat us 7-0. I'm happy for y'all. Bournemouth reminded you, and once we beat Southampton tomorrow, 10 points clear.
100% enjoy it. Because no, listen, 100% we're gonna enjoy it because what we've done to you will never be forgotten.
For sure.
100% you celebrate Bournemouth beating us 1-0 because they will be forgotten in 6 months to a year. So no problem. As I said, people lose to Bournemouth 1-0. I just showed you a screenshot. Your last visit today, you guys lost 1-0 there as well. Josh King scored. Wow. It happens. Football's a humbler.
4 years ago. Okay,
no problem, man. No problem.
Go ahead.
6 days ago, we were king of the Pennines. Now we're shit. It happens. Football's a humbler. We have to look in history. Right now, you're in a good place. We're not in a good place. Only because we lost. But next week, another thing can happen. The following week, another thing happen. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping the perspective of if you guys think you're back. If you guys think you're back because we lost to Bournemouth, make that make sense. It doesn't help your case of your back. Yes, we're not in a good place. But if you're saying we're dead, then that's not right either. No, we showed you we ain't dead.
But what I'm saying is it makes us happy to know that you guys might not get top 4.
That's fair.
A loss like Bournemouth now, I'm telling you,
that's fair.
Yeah, me being happy is coming from a fan perspective. It was like 100%. I don't like you. I don't want you guys.
Tribalism, of course.
You know, it is what it is. So that's what I'm saying. So losing to Bournemouth,
embarrassing.
12 games left. I just said 3 of your next games are top 6 teams. If you go 2 out of 9, what happens, Grizz? Like, I need your fan base to understand that point.
No, they understand more than you can believe.
Like, Real is killing y'all. Real is killing y'all. I told you, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna send my little.
Yeah, I know. But save the Champions League talk for when you're there, innit? Because, like, come on, Thursday.
Ducato, let me ask you a question.
Let's just save that talk.
Yeah, brothers. I told you, I'm here. Like, I'm front lines with this.
Yeah, we're in the trenches, man. We're in the trenches.
Oh. Go ahead.
You said something that I want to touch on, though. Go ahead. Because that 7-0 was definitely, it can go one or two ways. It can show you something that is unchangeable or something that needs to be changed. There was nothing wrong with Ten Hag coming to Liverpool and running the same tactics that has been working. But everyone saw he switched it to something, I don't know if it's new. Only you can tell me. I've never seen Bruno on the left. I've never seen Rashford up the top. So if he did a Pep and overthink in big moments, that is something he needs to learn from. Because I'm telling you right now, when you have a manager that does that unnecessary tweaking, it can get long, fam.
I know.
Long.
No.
So he needs to be brave. He needs to be brave.
Go ahead.
How long would you give him to show whether he's a brave manager to stick to what works, or you're going to allow him to have these little blips? Because it can continue.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. He disrespected Anfield and the game by putting out a lineup that had Bruno on the left, Rashford up front, Weghorst in a 10 role. For what? You saw him against Real Betis do the same lineup and had Rashford on the left, Bruno in the 10, Weghorst up front, and it produced 4 goals.
Was it arrogance or complacency or a bit of both?
Say it again.
To
me, it was more arrogance. It was more arrogance because if you looked at even his press conference, Anfield is just another stadium. The ball is just another ball. There's 3 referees. There's one in like the way he talks. You don't hear Sir Alex talking like that. You hear when the word Liverpool gets mentioned. yeah, that's a different grounds. You know, Liverpool Champions League Wednesday nights under the nights. You know, it's talking a different class. So for me, just seeing Ten Hag, that's the one thing he's got to get used to. Like, we don't take no teams like, you know, not serious. I want full focus, full throttle. And that's what we got against Real Betis. And for me, I'll know that he's fully bounced back when I see us beat Southampton by 3 goals or more on Sunday. Like, that's the benchmark. You know what I mean? That's the benchmark. You know?
100%. You have to build on the momentum, or you have to learn from the humbling that you got at Anfield.
Literally.
We done the opposite. We didn't use it, and maybe we were arrogant and complacent to Bournemouth. So we done the opposite. No, we done what you guys done.
Yep, exactly.
That's what I'm trying to say.
We done what you guys done. We went to Bournemouth. We said, yo, we just beat the self-proclaimed best team around right now, 7-0. Who the fuck is Bournemouth to us? You know what I mean? Get out of there. We're going to run up in Bournemouth and handle our business. We did it. Now we look like dickheads. Now we look like fools because we done U7 and then we lost 1-0 to Bournemouth. Make it make sense. But we know football's wild. Football's mad. Football's a humbler. This season is wild. Let's see. Tomorrow, Newcastle play, Arsenal play, Man United play. Are we saying Newcastle, Man United, Arsenal, all three are going to win their games? The way football's going, the way this season's going, every week there's been a shock. How many games have we covered, Bill, where we think, yeah, fixtures look dead, but the following morning one always matches up?
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. You can never look at can't look at it and be like, yeah, this exactly is going to happen. There's always something that turns up, whether it's every single week there's something crazy. So
every week there's something. Even today we were 5-10 minutes away from Palace getting a draw against Man City.
Right.
Yeah. Arsenal would have been in a different light. Palace can't score for shit. We got a 0-0 there, and people were cussing us. Man City needed a last 10-minute penalty. I don't remember the keeper making hella saves.
Yeah,
it wasn't bombardment.
Yeah, for me, honestly, I think it's one of the most.
Haaland had a.
Let's rewind last week. Bournemouth went 2-0 up. Should have been 3-4-0 up.
Grizz, we said Arsenal had mentality to come back. So I want you to understand how highly we're praising Arsenal mentality to claw back a 2-0. Bro, we went 1-0 up and couldn't even draw that. So based on last week's commentary from me and you on Arsenal pulling back a 2-0, we didn't have the mentality today.
No, we didn't. We didn't have shit today.
And your players today, you should have scored though. Van Dijk, Salah.
We had
like this close to scoring. Fine margins.
Bro, Salah missed a penalty. He very rarely missed a penalty. Van Dijk missed 2 clear headers. You know, we had our chances, but it's dumb. We're being dumb this season. We're dumb. It's given us moments. Napoli, Manchester United, Man City, Ajax, Newcastle, Spurs away, Newcastle away. We've had great moments, but we've had more shit moments, much more. And that's why we got brothers, and we love Ducato. Brothers running up in our channel and telling us about ourselves, but we love you.
Appreciate you. I love you too, man. I mean?
That's so big up yourself.
No, man. Come in
always,
peace.
Bro. It's been a wicked chat.
Hey,
listen.
You know what?
You have to
talk about come in peace. Talk about come in peace. Why for that, bro? Because you know if you'd have won, it would have been violence, Grizz. It would have been grenades, smoke bombs. Would have been running out the trenches.
Yeah, but check this out. But check this out. Check this out. The problem for him is he can't do that because we done that. We would have done the same thing if we had won today. If we didn't lose today to Bournemouth, Ducato would have been. I wouldn't have let him go.
That's what I'm saying. Come in peace.
And also, United ain't played yet. We're waiting until tomorrow to see what they do.
Really?
Nah, Sam.
I'm waiting. We were still waiting. James,
listen. Cup final, really?
Talk that, Bilal. Talk that, because man said he was almost in a title race 2 weeks ago.
Listen, Southampton, man.
2 weeks ago, he was in a title race.
Yo, check this out. If we had won today, all I'm saying is, man like Natraj and Ducato would have been stuffed animals up on my wall. Get out of here. We see you next week, Ducato.
I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man.
Take care. All right.
Big up, Ducato. Yo, I just want you guys to realize 2 weeks ago, Ducato said, I can smell Arsenal. They're close by. We can catch them.
Why don't you remind him?
I was trying to tell you. That's why he couldn't really come for Bilal. Bilal was gonna press him, but
I told him. No, he tried to bring it up again. I said, bro, relax, man. We're gonna keep doing this.
Grizz, 2 weeks ago,
Give it up,
he said, Bilal, if you stub your toe, we're on your neck. That's what he said. And we were like, bro, you gotta play us first.
We're an hour and a half in, still 500 of you amazing people. I was gonna say smashing people, but smash the like, innit? Show me something. Smash up a like for the appreciation. Bilal's out here talking about your background picture today. That guy, that first opening goal.
Bro, he's the best in the world. That's all I have to say. So I'll go in my background. Kvaratskhelia is just next level. You know when you watch a player and you're just like, yeah, he's the truth. And that's why
he's enjoying football.
He's just enjoying football.
Help me understand something. In the game, they say he's British. Is British trying to just buy players or something? Break that down for me.
It's a Georgia flag. Maybe you're getting confused, bro.
Oh, you're getting
I don't know my flags.
It's a Georgian flag. Yeah. It looks like the English flag, but
Yo, how are you running up George Kvaratskhelia as a British? You're disrespecting my channel. People are gonna think, yo, man, where did you pick up Zuberi from? Captain, come on, man, pull up.
I wish he was English, mate. Him and Saka, yo. The World Cup's coming.
Guys, smash up likes ASAP.
I get the likes up. You know what it is? I saw it and I noticed the flag is different. I'm like, oh, it almost looked like it. But every time I'm playing the game and I'm drunk, I keep thinking, why is he British?
Is this the one that you keep seeing?
That's a flag. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's confusing, isn't it? Yeah, go on.
Every time I see it and I'm not drunk, I see the difference. I'm like, it just looks similar. But when I'm drunk, bro, you can't tell me that's not a British flag.
Captain, man, you're doing mad things out here. Listen, Fabio's here. Fabio, first time caller. You haven't got a camera. Don't let me down now, bro. Hope you.
Fabio Carvalho. Okay, we're making it.
It might be the Fabio from United, the twins. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them guys. Fabio, what are you saying to us?
No, I'm definitely not a United fan. That's
okay. That's part one. That's part one past. Talk to me, bro. Where are you calling from? Who is your team? Tell us what you want to talk about.
Calling from Boston, Massachusetts. Been a Liverpool fan since '98, since the earlier days.
My year.
And big up Grizz for having me on. Big fan of the show, bro, and appreciate all the love and the work you do for the fan base.
But
I gotta say, I am, I'm pretty distraught at the moment with the season, how it's been going. Seems like we get a good run of form, and then we, this game reminded me of the Forest game earlier in the year.
Yeah.
They get the goal first, and they set up shop, and unfortunately, we can't break them down. I'm not Klopp out by any means, but I do question how his in-game tactics and his management at times today, for instance, the 4-3-3 has been brilliant for us ever since he's come to the club. But, I think today, we need to try and get Trent higher up the pitch somehow. I think if we could have switched to a 4-4-2 and get Trent higher up, Salah and Nunez wouldn't be so isolated on the wings. But nevertheless, I'm going to stay positive. Still think we can get top four. Boys, it's going to come down to that match, April 30th, us versus Spurs. The winner will certainly get top four. I think if you look at the schedules for both clubs, tough games for each. They still have to play United. Obviously, we still play City, Chelsea playing much better, Arsenal. So I think it'll come down to that 30th match on the 30th. But what I was really coming to say is I've got some uncomfortable conversations to have about Van Dijk. I think, he's been a great servant to the club. At one point in time, he was certainly the best center back in the world. However, his best years, we have to face it, are behind him. He's not washed or anything, nothing crazy like that, Kalma, as Grizz would say. But, the midfield certainly needs an upgrade. But I think the defense is not far behind. I think we need a center back this summer. I think we need another right back. I'm not sure if this Calvin Ramsey guy even exists. Hope he gets well soon. Perhaps we'll see him. But what do you guys think? I mean, am I overreacting? Do we need? The frontline captain timeout. What do you?
Yeah, let me give you some alternative, and then if Grizz want to debuttal my alternatives, because I feel like your hand is on the plug, you're ready to pull it, the eject button, you already flipped the cover of the eject button up, you're ready to evacuate some players. Let me throw an alternative out there. If you like it, tell me you're willing to give it a shot, maybe a month or two before you continue. But 3-4-3, hear me out. Fabio, midfield days, over. Doesn't have the pace. Slides him back in there. He went center back before. Great in the tackle as a center back, as long as he has the right protection. So now we're looking at VVD, who doesn't really engage. Fab can be the engager of those tackles. VVD can do the cover thing. Another center back next to him, Kanate, Matip don't really care. That's your 3. Rabo, Tsimikas, that role actually suits Tsimikas more. So we'll go 3-4-3, get Trent further up the pitch in that right wing spot, and then you have your 3 attackers. Midfielders ain't really cooking, so we just need 2 solid in the middle. How does that sound? Do you like that a little bit more than what's currently going on? Because you're not feeling it at 4-3-3. Does that help a little bit?
I do. I completely agree with you on that. I think that would be, a smart move at this point in time. However, and smash the likes up, as Grizz says. But I think Klopp's shown us he's reluctant to change formation. And I just don't think, as long as he's at the helm, it seems like it's his way or the highway. And you'll either place in this formation or you won't. I think for time we should have gone, however you like to call it, the 3-4-3, the 5-3-2, with your attacking fullbacks. And I'm completely with you. I think we need to look to change it up a bit. I think we've become predictable, especially when we go behind to teams. But, ultimately, I think it's Klopp's way or the highway. And if you don't fit into the system, you won't get much time. But, I'm all on board for the midfielders. Hopefully we get Jude. I hope he wasn't watching today. I know he did a game about the same time. So hopefully
it didn't go well for Jude today. Dortmund letting me down again. You know what? I'm gonna. Sorry, Fabio. Continue. I'm not happy about that one.
I'm with you all the way. But just wanted to say, big up the show, big up everyone, and
big up to you, man.
Hopefully,
I'm glad you agree. But go ahead.
Hopefully, better times are coming. I'm a positive guy. I'm also realistic. So, there are some doubts about Wednesday, but you never know what will happen. We keep going, and don't listen to these United wastemen, man. For real, celebrating a Liverpool loss. Like, what is wrong with these people, bro? They just held 7, and it's a bit sad, but it is what it is. Big up, Grizz. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Fabio, you've been superb, my brother. Hope to speak to you very soon. Look after yourself.
Take care, man.
Take care, man. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm not even saying. Look, every caller has been superb. We got the best callers in, knowledgeable, respectful, whether they're Manchester, Chelsea, whoever. Yo, where's the Chelsea people at, man?
Chelsea people,
Grizz.
That's the only thing. They won 3 games in a row.
Grizz.
Come back, Chelsea.
Grizz. Today's not the day I want to talk to Chelsea fan. I'm gonna be honest. I hear what you're saying. I share the same sentiment.
No, I agree with you. No, I agree with you. Because I'm gonna lose it if they come in up running their mouths as well. Because I'm gonna lose it.
Talking of Chelsea, when they were talking about centre backs, I was thinking, you know what, Liverpool should have went for Badiashile as well. Like they should have maybe.
We did go for Badiashile.
Okay,
we didn't go for it, but he was one of our ones on a target. But you know how Chelsea operate.
Yeah,
slap dash swallow, bang. Here's the money.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I think we bought him 1 drinks, but Chelsea just put him up in the VIP section, and it was a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Because the price range, the profile, so it was a good buy. That was one of the few buys Chelsea have done recently. Like, okay, that's a good deal.
We have. Okay, people have run out of this. Oh, some are coming back in the studio now. How many we got? Okay, we got Daz next. Aziz is gone. I just put you up in the list. Okay, we got Daz next. Then we got MCFC Solo. That's probably a Manchester City fan. Then I've got King's football show. Then I've got Percy. And then I got Albert. That's the order for now. Please try to remember that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
But Grizz,
So-
did you like the VVD out talk? Because that was VVD out talk.
We didn't get a chance to speak on that because he made a very
Because I tried to save it with changing the formation and he agreed with
Big
the
up
formation.
Pablo. Big up Pablo, because I think he made a lot of sense. And he spoke very calmly and he wasn't one of his reactions. I beg your pardon, sorry. Fabio. Why am I calling him Pablo, man?
Pablo is I ain't gonna call him names, but he's the dude that messed up my tin today. I'm going up there Monday, you know. Got bubbles in my tin.
That's right, Grizz
fun Pablo.
The psychic powers, yeah. You knew Pablo did something to Zoom. And
bro.
ITK. You understand? That's right, ITK business right there. But big up, what was his name?
Fabio.
Yeah, big up Fabio, because he spoke a lot of sense. And I'm talking, I've asked the Van Dijk question, and people I think he's finished and he should be sold, and I've called him awful. I just said we're never going to see the best of Virgil van Dijk again when on a consistent basis. We're never going to see the best of Joe Matip. We're never going to see the best of Fabinho. We're never going to see the best of Henderson. And are you ready for the next one? I already said Bobby, but Bobby's going, so I don't want to hurt him too much. Bobby's my guy.
You have to be nice.
Yeah, man.
Next one.
I met Seam Signor's dep up, so you know what I mean. It's family now and all that. You want to hear the next one? Mohamed Salah.
I knew it. You said it. Oh, Salah as well.
But hear what I'm saying though, before people go wild and nuts. We're never gonna see peak Salah ever again. So all I'm saying is the peak of this Klopp team is dead. And I've been saying it. So nothing's changed. Even though we're hurting and we're smarting and we're angry about today, it's par for the course this season. Win a 4, win few, have a bad result. If we continue one defeat every 5 games, so 4 wins and a defeat, according to my calculation, we still get top 4.
Yeah, definitely.
We still get top 4. So
I
give
don't
me
know about
another
that arithmetic. I don't.
Okay, so how much points we on, Bills? Have we got the table there? Let's get the tables up. We need 70 points, I believe, to get Champions League. People in the chat, there's 500 of you. Do some homework, man.
I think Tottenham last year got it with 71. So yeah, around 70.
So around 70, right? How many points we need more to get? So we need another 28 points in how many games? 12 points. Oh shit. We're kind of
your arithmetic and arithmetic.
No, it's arithmetic. It's arithmeticing.
You said if we won one,
no,
lost one.
No, I didn't say that.
Season.
No, I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
I said we've just come off a victory, like unbeaten in 5, so 4 wins and a defeat.
Bro,
it's actually been 3 wins. It's actually been 3 wins and a draw. But what I'm saying is 5-game patch. If we get 3 wins and a draw every 5 games for the rest of the season, where's that taking us?
So you need 28 points basically out of 36. That's what we're trying to say.
That's what we're saying.
Doesn't add up. It doesn't.
So that it does add up by its peak.
So those 3, that's fine. Those 3 games that coming up.
It doesn't add up because you need
to win.
It does add up.
It might not be 70
win
points.
10.
It might not be 70
win 10
points.
to get 30 points.
Yeah.
And if you only win, let's say you win 7, that's 21, right? You can't draw 3. You can't draw 3 to get to 30. You see what I'm saying? So you have to win 10 to get into the 70.
So we need 28 points out of 36. What Billy said basically with the help of Bailey, yeah? So we need 28 points out of 36. Long season. Let's get
It's one of those ones, yeah. Those 3 games that are coming up, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, that's do or die. You need to start exactly, guys. You have to beat Man City. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, long season. Long season. Get the next caller in.
Yes, I got him, man. That's
what's up?
Oh man,
how you doing, my son?
Oh man, it's good to see you're positive and light-hearted, and you're ready. You got the permission from the missus to come on. That's the main thing.
Yeah, you know, she tells me once in a while I'm allowed to, gets me off the leash and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here we are.
Sometimes,
Look,
it's good.
I was meant to be coming on tonight to talk about 7-0. That's what I wanted all week. All week, I was like, I cannot wait till Saturday. We're going to smash Bournemouth 4-0. And then this morning happened. Oh, God. Anyway, we move, don't we? Oh, no, I don't want to say that because that's Manchester United's vibe.
But no,
yeah, we did all right today. We move. Go on, Zoom.
No, Daz, tell me what your day was like during the 7-0.
Oh,
just
get
it out now. I'll give you the opportunity, and if you want to bring it back down to today, you can. We're just gonna pretend today didn't happen yet.
Like I said before, I stand in my position, sit there, watch the game. I stand up throughout the whole game, and I'm like, 1-0, okay, half time. All right, okay, this is going to be interesting. Coming second half, 2-0. What? 3-0. I'm running around this island, this kitchen island now. I'm just running. 4-0. I'm just laughing my ass off. Absolutely laughing my ass off. And I'm like, I cannot believe my wife. What are you doing? I'm like, it's 4-0. She goes in the shower. She comes back out. I'm like, it's 7-0. 7-0. 7. I could not stop laughing. And then Grizz got on. We went for a while. Like on a Sunday, normally I'm just like chilled and like relaxed. I'm like, let's go for a walk. Let's get to the park. Let's do whatever. I'm listening to Grizz, and you got Grizz. He's like, I'm walking, taking the dog for a walk with the wife, listening to Grizz, like going absolutely like, get out, Manchester United, get out. And I'm just laughing my ass off. Absolutely buzzing. And she's like, can you slow down? I'm like, no, I can't. This is I said to her, best day of my life. I went, better than our wedding day. She went, I know. Anyway, that's been and gone.
That's gone. Fast forward.
Who would have known 6 days later?
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait.
You know the narrator.
I actually tell you what, my friend knew, one of my mates knew, he said, you'll lose 1-0. I don't know if you put a bet on it, but he said, you'll lose 1-0.
Wait, who's this friend? We need to find him.
My mate Jay, he
get his opinion out of the universe.
He's in England, he's drunk probably.
Oh, okay, because
9:15.
Here's the thing, Daz. I was ready to jump in a time machine and just skip the week and come to Saturday. But had I did that and this result happened, I don't know how I'll take it, skipping these days. So now we're here today looking at that 1-0. Doesn't feel right, does it?
No, right now, no, it doesn't. It was, oh, God.
But do you know what, Daz? I want to hear you because you're a very positive guy. And you're a regular on the show. You're a regular subscriber to the channel. So I want to hear you, and you're very level-headed. Even when I read your comments, I nod in agreement most of the time, and I can't always read them out. Apologies for that. But here's your chance to tell us, because I tweeted sometimes therapists need therapy, and I'm here for it. Now, Captain's been helping me. To be honest with you, when the stocks are down, Captain does rise. He's weird like that. He does the opposite. Yeah. When we're high and mighty, he brings the ship. You know what I mean?
Gotta level it out.
Yeah. So I want to hear your opinion. Where are you tonight? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Because we've just done a rough estimation, rough calculations. We need 28 points out of 36. 28 points out of 36. Pretty much, I reckon that's what we need for top 4.
Yeah, that actually was quite depressing to hear. to be fair, I know I'm meant to be positive, but look, you've said it on shows before. When you're chasing for top 4, you're going to lose games. That's it. The word transition. We're in transition. Yes, we smashed that pile of shite. And by the way, I hate Manchester United, and we smashed them last week, right? And that can happen again. in the next 3 games, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. We'll beat Arsenal. Sorry, Bilal. We'll beat Arsenal. Arsenal will still go on to win the league. Don't worry about that because we'll beat Man City. Would you saying something?
Yeah, no, I was going to say, we're going to try park the bus at Anfield and hopefully show you that respect that United didn't. So I'm hoping to steal a point, at Anfield.
I just think we just get up for those big games. That's it. That's what Liverpool are right now. You come across Bournemouth. I was very surprised about today how lethargic we were. You would have thought better, but I think against the big teams, we turn up. The players, for some reason, decide, hey, this is a big game. We're going to play, and when we're on it, obviously we saw last week. When we're on it. So I do believe it will. The Tottenham game, I think you guys said earlier about the Tottenham game, will be a decider or could be a decider. But teams are going to win and lose. Today we lost, yes, Bournemouth, but everybody's scrapping. Look at that from Wolves down? I looked at before.
Mm-hmm.
Is it from Crystal Palace now? Crystal Palace 12, 4 points. 4 points. Anything can happen. Everybody's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what's going to happen? This season's for us has been a crazy one. So who knows what's going to happen? We thought, I guess, I don't know if you guys thought. I thought after the Manchester United game, I thought we'd smash Bournemouth 4-0. I thought we'd probably lose one more game this season. That was it. After Manchester United, I thought we'd chase down top 3. I'll be honest with you. I was like laughing at people going, yeah, we're still 7 points. Yeah, we'll get those 7 points back and we'll have you. And hey, come see, come say.
Yeah,
Indeed.
I thought we was gonna get top 3, because the way we smashed United, it wasn't like, we won. If we'd have won 2-0, I'd have been like, let's see, football, the ball is round, it can roll either way, blah, 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 blah. But smashing them 7, I'm like, this is it. Bilal called it. We can go on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah. I thought we were going to do it. I thought we were. But hey, look, let's bring it back. Let's talk about the deficiencies we've had this season, and we've had injuries. Yes, an excuse, but if City and Arsenal would have had the injuries we've had this season, Arsenal wouldn't be anywhere, absolutely anywhere. If they'd have had
Fight back.
we had Jota out.
We've had a lot of injuries, to be honest. As of late,
you've had Jesus out after the World Cup.
Not as bad as you guys, obviously. It can't be. And when you're going for title,
if you take
injuries, you can't, it will just die. Yeah.
If you take,
we had Saka injured. Yeah, it'd be long.
Oh yeah, you take that. Oh God, I wish we'd have signed him at that point. Anyway. So
look. Basically, what we're saying, smash the likes up. Eden says, man, come on. Even Chelsea fans are asking for likes, man. You already know. Come on, mods are handling the business. Still close to 500 in here. Smash up the likes right now.
There's my next worry, Grizz. Chelsea. There's my next worry. 5 points behind us. They've got some tough games as well. But I mean, you start looking at all of these. They've got players, right? And you respect Potter. I know you've spoke how much you respect Potter.
And I'm being proved right again. Stay patient, people. The people that lose patience, look at Arteta. Stay patient. Arteta's coming through. Stay patient with Potter. Potter's going to come through. Stay patient with Jurgen. We're going to be back next season. Mark my words.
There's no question about the Klopp thing, but that's my next worry, that Chelsea can go on. Chelsea, with the players they have, they do have some tough. We've all got tough fixtures. This league is
wild season.
Crazy.
It's a competitive league.
Anyone can be. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
That's what I was just gonna say. Yeah, it's just a competitive league, and I'm looking at the last couple of years in the Premier League. I've never seen it like this from top to bottom, where I can wake up and watch any random game and any random score is not going to surprise me. Even that Liverpool 7-0, as much as it's surprising, it's one of those ones like it can happen. It's like it's is the madness of this league, and it's just it's just insane. So we'll keep seeing what happens to Liverpool. But you know what? I'm looking at the Premier League table now for the top 4 race. It might not be 70 points because of the way we're talking about how competitive it is, how tight everything is.
Okay.
It might be 60. Right. It might be low 60s. It honestly might be low to mid 60s.
No way. Really?
I think it
with
could
Tottenham
be.
And Newcastle, the way they win, lose, draw. Like, everyone's so inconsistent, especially that
Bilal's calculations and predictions, nothing what happens, but I hope this one works and right. He's got nothing right since I've known him. But if this one works, my God, I hope you're right, Bills, man.
I hope I am, because we need to
at the moment the studio's full. But if you're about,
I'll get out of here so you can get on to the next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everyone have a go. But if you're about and we run through because we've got about 8 callers to go and about an hour to go. So big up yourself, and if not, jump back in. We'll have a good chat at the end.
Love and respect to your families, guys. Take care.
Bye bye.
Hey, take care, guys.
Bills, what's the order, man? Let's do. Oh, sorry, a super chat that I had to get through. 1 second. Okay,
I got the next one queued up.
Arsenal fan A Nunan says, Arsenal fan, what has changed? Arteta elite ? Klopp stale ? Clever investment is key. Owners back elite, progressive managers produce results. Back Klopp.
I don't know. That the super chat started weird, and then it made sense in the middle, and then I see the point in the end. Come with the point at the end first next time. You can't, bro. You dropped like 2 question marks, and I was like, wait, where is this going? Threw me off. But nah, I understand what you're trying to say. You're trying to say back Klopp, but I've always said with the back Klopp thing, I don't think he actually knew what his plan was or plan B was. And I think that's where we keep coming up short. It's not so much his plan we need to back. It's like, bro, if you don't get your plan, because nothing is set in stone, what is your plan B? You're not flexible enough. So you put your starting 11 out, it doesn't work. What is the plan B? You have your target choose another club. What is your plan B? So I think the difference we're seeing this season, a lot of these managers' plan B ain't ready after plan A fails. The only manager that I can see that got a proper plan B and it's working is Arteta. Arteta shored up the midfield and shored up his attack this January, and he already know what his attack and midfield and defense was going to be looking like this season, and we're seeing the result. I cannot say of another team that has a proper plan A and a proper plan B like Arsenal this season. Even City had to throw plan B out the window.
Oh yeah. This is plan A.
You see what I'm saying, Grizz? So the issue is plan B, bro. Things don't go according to plan every season or every game. So you have to have a backup plan. In-game management, it's key. It's not just, run what's been working. If it doesn't work, oh well. And then you blame the owners. Nah, bro, that's stale. Blaming the owners is stale now, bro. So, these men need to step up and learn how to navigate and adapt and adjust. That's what life is. You go down the road, you get a flat tire. What do? Blame the manufacturer of the car? Nah, bro, you jump out, you change your tire and keep it pushing, fam. So
who we got, man? We got callers, man. Studios full, and we got
mcfc solo.
Okay,
He's be like a weird team that we don't know and not City. What's up, bro? You telling us?
That's funny. Appreciate y'all letting me hop on the call. I'm doing well, man. Can't complain. Stressful game to say the least. The football gods were on our side. Really, kind of started from the beginning. Nothing really surprised me about the lineup. I kind of had a feeling KDB was going to come off the bench just because his form, if we're going to be honest, has been not. He hasn't been the KDB we know. Let's just say. I expected Kyle Walker to be on the bench after he was out here wilding out in the pubs, taking out his thing. If you know what I mean. I don't know if you guys saw the video.
Yeah, man. That is prime. Maradona settings.
Yeah, he kind of. I don't know about y'all, but he gives that kind of vibe where if he's getting super drunk, he's just down to do something super wild. But wasn't surprised at all. Didn't really like John Stones. I rate him obviously very highly, but I didn't really like him in that kind of inverted role that Rico Lewis has kind of been doing. It didn't really suit him. I feel like he wasn't going forward too much. We created a good amount of chances. We had that Holland easy chance. He just he just kind of fumbled it. Same with Alvarez, wide open, did a great little move to get one-on-one with the keeper and just skied it. So, I mean, it is what it is. That kind of just happens. I thought it was probably going to end up being a 0-0 draw, but Olise wanted to lost all type of sense and wanted to give us a free little penalty by sliding a Gundogan like that. So, again, the football gods were on our side. I couldn't complain.
Bill, how did you feel when that happened, man? When Man City are struggling to score, Solo, you must admit it wasn't smooth. You wasn't making the keeper work, you know. And then Olise, he shows no emotion. This guy, is there something like?
Listen, I was watching Big Six and the little montage at the beginning where Tobe says, "Punch up Romero, punch up." Yeah, that's what should happen with Olise, because you see what happened. It wasn't even that penalty that he gave away. Like 5-10 minutes before that, there was a chance where, not a chance, the ball was going out of play.
He just let it go out, right?
And he let it go for a corner. I'm like, this guy's not in the game. He gets the ball down the right. He looks lackluster. The only time the guy sprinted was to foul Gundogan in the box. I'm like, yeah, this guy, honestly, for me, Crystal Palace were playing the game that they normally play against Man City. They frustrate them. They were defending well. Attacking-wise, they have nothing. Zaha, for me, he's not the same Zaha has been last week.
He's on his way out, so he's just biding his time.
They really surprised me today, though. Obviously, I know Palace is good defensively, but the way they were getting to every single cross, and I know you said we weren't creating too many chances or didn't have to make the keeper work. I get that, but again, we did have some clear chances. I know Grealish had kind of a wide open shot, should have done better with and made the keeper work, but it just went a little left. It was one of those games. Also, this game just really reminded me why we need kind of like a more traditional type of left back. When Grealish would get that ball on the left-hand side and kind of start cutting in as he usually does, there's so much space. And Ake, you know, God bless him, he's been one of our best players this year. He just doesn't have the quality to kind of execute, run down the left-hand side, kind of put in quality balls. He's gotten a lot better. Even just this season, he's gotten a lot better. A lot of City fans were kind of cussing him, saying, man, Ake, he's great defensively, but he's not putting in the right balls, or his forward play and build-up play isn't there. He's stepped up a lot. And there's three specific players I want to talk on, and one of them was Rodri, but I feel like Rodri is one of those players that does get the respect he deserves, being, in my opinion, the best. I understand if people want to say Casemiro, Partey, whatever it may be. But Ruben Diaz, he kind of fell off the map a little bit after being injured in the World Cup. This dude is quality, man. This dude is really one of the best center backs I've seen. Always so composed. And again, since we do have the ball all the time, we're not getting, pressured all the time. And he doesn't have to be on the back end. Kind of, I guess, what Liverpool's been dealing with a lot. Some of their center backs looking a lot worse because they're not really having the ball too much. The midfield kind of gets overran. They're under pressure constantly. But while we are under pressure, Ruben Diaz is always there to kind of hold us up and make the right play. That guy Jack Grealish, man, he ain't getting the numbers that people like, but when you watch that game, he was for sure the best player on our team.
Yeah,
besides
Rodri.
Yeah, he's just always kind of causing chaos, making those good runs. And again, always love to talk about Ake, man. That dude is so good defensively, very underrated. Considering, people were like, why the hell did you spend, 40 million on Ake, 50, however much you paid for him a few years back, and he's really showing that value. So.
Nah, big up, bro. Everyone needs to be agreeing with you, seems to be agreeing with you. So thank you for that call, man. It's nice speaking to you. Hope to catch you real soon. You know what? I'm actually on your side. I hope you win the league, man. Yeah, forget.
Yeah, so you gotta let us beat you on the first. You gotta let us beat you on the first, Grizz. I'm scared of that game, man.
No,
I'm scared of that game.
Nah, you shouldn't be scared, man. We're dead.
Look at this. Look at this City Pool rivalry. Look at this,
bro. What are you doing?
Look at this rivalry. What's happened? Friends rivalry. No.
What
are you doing?
Come on, man. Okay. Let me explain what I'm doing.
Zoom, tell him, man.
I want to go. No. I'm not allowing 3 points. I want to go to Etihad and win. And then after that, I want City to win their game so Arsenal don't win the title. I don't want Arsenal to win the title, bro. I'm done with this. I'm done with this fan base.
Grizz, you're delusional, bro.
I am. Call me delusional. I'm flip-flopping.
Bournemouth rocked your brain.
Hold on. Solo, we're going to catch you real soon, bro. Look after yourself.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Big up,
Solo.
Take care.
All right, go.
Big up. Nice one. What do you mean? What do you mean? I told you what I
mean.
I just do
telling a City fan we wish they win the league. Bro, Monday, bro. Until we play them, then you can say that.
No, I want to go and get 3 points.
I don't know, man. It's like you want your bread buttered.
In the back of the mind, the Liverpool players might be hearing this, man, and they're listen. They're like, okay, Grizz has told us to roll over. Haaland, let him run. Van Dijk, Haaland, Van Dijk, Aura just doing the. Then just Haaland, yeah.
Grizz, I ain't feeling it today.
What's
man. I don't like
what's
that
the?
one, man.
Nah, man. It's okay. Let me calm down. Maybe I have a different opinion next week. Who we got next,
Kings
people? Because
next,
we got a few other people. Add the other callers as well now. Tell them when their order is, because I think there's Spider, there's Don Smoke, Aziz. You left the building, so now you're back at the queue, my guy. So it's Spider, Don, Albert, Aziz. So next is Spider, Don, Albert, Aziz. Kings Football Show. What are you saying?
Yo, how you doing, bro? I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Where here we go. Look, Grizz is hurt differently.
I know.
It says
You just terminated Arsenal, bro. Like it was what 2017.
The game's
so
the
what's
game.
the date today? 2023. It's died.
The game's the game, bro. I'm
Saturday, 11th
ruthless.
of March. It's died.
I'm ruthless.
All I can say is that.
To be honest, I hear it. No, honestly, Grizz, you Kings. Sorry, before you go, right? I hear it. If I was an opposition fan to Arsenal, right, I wouldn't want Arsenal to win the league as well. And don't let us win the league because it is long for everyone. I understand.
What's going on here?
To be honest, I get it. From if you know Arsenal fans and the amount of us, it's like you don't want.
But you can say that about any fan base except City because there ain't many of them. But imagine if Man United won the league, you wouldn't hear the end of it.
No. I'm retiring. I'm gonna go and get I'm gonna buy another chicken shop or something and just work there.
It's just that era.
I'm serious. Yo, when Man United win the league,
Mhm.
I'm done from this game. I'm done. I'm selling up my channel. I'm selling. Yeah. No, you can take over if you want. Yeah, you.
No, Skoltago is gonna clip this.
No, they can do it. When Manchester United win the league, I'm done from social media. I'm done from it. I'm done. Clip this up, save it, do what you gotta do. When Manchester, I'll repeat for the people in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute you still, Grizz. You got rattled, man. Bournemouth shake you up something. You're on mute, Grizz. You're on mute. I don't know what happened to you. You've been hacked. People, I apologize. Grizz ain't grizzing today. King of Football Show. Talk to us because we don't know what's happening today, bro. Today's a mad one. Billa's an Arsenal fan, and he said he doesn't want Arsenal to win.
No. I said, don't let
that's
win.
clippable. That was
I said, I want, bro. Zoom, calm down. I said, I understand why you guys don't want us to win.
That's acceptable. That's all I'm saying. That King of Football, talk to us. Because I'm the captain of the You're King of Football. Let's talk football. Because these men, they don't know people are listening, you know.
I know. I'm gonna be honest, This is the first time during this season where I'm nervous going into a game. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time. And the reason why I'm nervous, there's a couple of reasons. Number one is that we've been conceding a lot of goals from set pieces. And if you know Fulham, you know them Mitrovic, them guys, they are very good at set pieces. And we are not defending well on set pieces right now. So that worries me. Number two, what worries me is that we could eventually be out. No Odegaard playing tomorrow. He's ill, so there's a chance that he's not playing. We know that Jesus is not ready to start. There's a big chance
Breaking news. They're saying Jesus and Trossard are in contention for tomorrow. So that is big news. And I think that's something they've been hiding as well.
Yeah, but we have to remember, Jesus hasn't played a competitive game since the World Cup. That's like 3 months without a competitive game. I don't expect him to come back to his best form. I haven't seen him play any under 21 games. So even if he's back, he ain't the Jesus we saw at the start of the season. He's gonna need his time, I expect anyway. So if Trossard is ready to play, That could be a big game
That's
changer
good, yeah, because he's ready.
because if Erdogan is not playing, most likely we'll see a midfield with Xhaka, Vieira, and one of probably Partey.
I think Smith Rowe will play instead. Instead of Vieira,
I would not mind a midfield of Jorginho, Partey, and Xhaka, and just match Fulham's physicality, because they're gonna be onto it. And City won today. Is 2 points different. It's only 12 games left. We don't have many games that we can slip up on. And these are those kind of games where if you're not onto it from the start, away from home, in a derby, it can get sticky. So this is why I'm nervous. Normally, I'm full of confidence. I back my team. I think we're going to smoke teams. But tomorrow, I think even if we win, it's going to be one of them, 1-0 or 2-1 victory. I don't see us going 2-3, 4-0 against Fulham. And I think Marcus Silva, I don't think enough has been spoken about the job he's been doing this season. And I think the reason is because, Brighton has been doing so well. Brentford have been doing so well. Arsenal are doing very well. Newcastle were doing well. But Fulham came up this season. And they are playing like a team that belongs in Europe. And when you look at that squad, it's amazing, So any Arsenal fan that thinks tomorrow is going to be easy, listen, I don't think it will be. I could be wrong, but I don't think it will be.
What are you saying, Bilal?
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely not going to be an easy game. But I think knowing already going into it, it's not going to be an easy game.
Big.
Is he definitely out, Palidi, yeah?
Big.
So that's an
yellow
advantage for us.
Yeah,
that's an advantage for us. But yeah, no, definitely it's not going to be easy. Even the first match, the 2-1 win against Fulham, Mitrovic honestly had Gabriel and Saliba, both of them in headlocks. Like I've never seen. Only Ivan Toney's the only other striker that I've seen like bully our defenders. Every other striker, even Haaland hasn't bullied our defenders or Harry Kane. But Ivan Toney and Mitrovic, I've seen them. I don't know what kind of strength these guys have.
They bullied every team. They bullied every single team. There's no team that they have not bullied, right? Between them.
Yeah, them two are insane. And Mitrovic is, I think, probably the strongest striker in the league in terms of just pure physicality. So that's definitely something to think about. So maybe it's a game for like a Tomiyasu to play in that kind of game. And away from home, the main thing for me tomorrow, honestly, and I agree with you, the set pieces, we need to be strong at the back. We need to keep a clean sheet away from home. And our games at home are so crazy. I expect to concede like 2 goals a game at this point and we have to come back and win 3-2, 4-2. But that can't keep going on forever. So away from home, surely we'll play a bit more calm, reserved, and play a more tactical game and then try and get the win. But if Trossard's fit and Jesus is fit, Jesus obviously won't start regardless, right?
Neither of them will start. Neither of them will start.
I don't think neither.
Trossard's injury wasn't. I don't know what Trossard's injury was, because apparently I was reading Belgian reports. He said he's ready to play for the national team as well.
I don't think it was a injury. I think he had growing issues, so they just rested him. And probably the pain is gone, and that's why he's in contention to play. One thing I will say, away from home, I think we've kept 9 clean sheets in 12 or 13 games. So it seems like we are more tactical when we go away from home. And when we play at home, I think we get a bit too excited sometimes with the crowd and all of that. And that's why we've been conceding so much. But Fulham is going to be on it. They have a golden opportunity to get into Europe. And they may never see that again in the next 10 years. Because
I think it's going to be a cracking game. Atmosphere is going to be there. Fulham are doing well. Silva's a very tactical, astute manager. I just think the Paulina absence is going to sway it for you guys. If Paulina was playing, I don't think I could have seen them getting a draw. I think Arsenal's momentum and what is at stake and what they've shown us so far should get them through. It's not going to be easy. You ain't going to run up there.
What if they come out with a lineup of Saka, Martinelli down the middle, and Nelson right, because the other two are doubtful?
Yeah,
That should still be enough. I think it's more about the midfield. And if Partey and Xhaka are fit, and against Sporting, when Smith Rowe came on, he played in Odegaard's position. And that was interesting. He didn't play on the left. He went straight in Odegaard's position. And
Odegaard will be a loss. Is he definitely out?
He's got a flu.
He's
He's one of those ones.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he's
ill.
fine. Oh, he's
Yeah.
fine. Come on, man.
He's not
Run up
injured or
Paris
anything.
Hills.
Yes.
Yeah. Come on. Don't be this. You're going for a title for the first time, possibly the last time ever. Right? I'm joking. Before people get asked, right? So tell your captain, pop a few paracetamol. Life's different for you lot now. You can't be.
You know what?
You can't be this old Arsenal where.
No, I don't mind if he goes on the bench for one game. I don't mind. I want Smith Rowe to play.
This arrogant.
No, I want Smith Rowe to play. I want to see Smith Rowe in this
think
position, man.
I think that's recency bias. I think Odegaard has shown this season that he's a leader, and in title races, you need your leaders. And he's dragged the teams, and he's scored important goals. He's had important assists. He's put in a shift, and he's someone who he's the first presser. You know, he makes sure that we press and work hard. I think
he's been a bad boy.
His season has been underrated. He's a bad boy, and he needs to play. You know, we need him. Smith Rowe can come in second half with energy when the home team is a bit tired.
Yeah.
I think that's
don't listen to Bilal, man.
No, if I'm just saying, if he's not 100%,
you don't know about title races, man.
Let my guy. You don't know about ESR, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Bilal.
You believe in ESR.
Bilal.
That's my number 10.
Odegaard has been your captain, leader, inspiration this season.
I love Odegaard.
So don't tell him you got a flu. Okay, my boy. This is what happens. When you have kids, make sure you don't let them run up on you easy like this. Oh, daddy, I got a cold flu. I'm not going to get your ass in school today.
Listen, Odegaard isn't.
You're going to learn.
He's a teacher's pet, from what I know. He's Arteta's second right hand man. So for me, Odegaard's not going to. If he's not fully, I'm just like, I've got Smith Rowe. Why De Bruyne's on the bench, man? No, bro.
Come on, don't do that. It's like when you bench De Bruyne, you got Bernardo Silva. It's different, innit? It's different. It's different.
Bro.
This is not Smith Rowe in his best form. This is not Smith Rowe been playing consistently the whole season and firing. This is a Smith Rowe that we are still managing coming back into form. I think that's the difference. If this was Smith Rowe,
time out.
If he would have played like 10, 15 games and he was firing, then but he's been injured the whole season.
King, you've been amazing as usual. We need to keep it moving. Bless you.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. Always thank you for the call. Always welcome. Look after yourself.
No, always. You know, I got love for you guys. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Big up the man.
My brother.
Big up, King of Football.
Big up, man.
You made a wild shot about.
He's a wise man.
No. He's wise.
You guys want to kill my players? I want Odegaard to feel good, bro.
You're not wise.
He made one wild shout. He said Jorginho. Jorginho is good in certain moments, bro. Not against Fulham.
Yeah, no. That shout against Leicester, we went Xhaka, Partey, Jorginho, but that was just to close the game. It didn't really look great. Partey was made one run like right wing, and it was funny watching him do that. He got pace. I'm not gonna lie, but the cross was funny. So yeah,
Diallo is back. He says, "I am back." 9.7. Is that real?
Miles? Yeah. No, he run 10 miles. So he's short.
Right now, are we talking?
I hope he walked. Now I hope he walked 0.3 with his head like this.
He's lying.
Cool down.
He's lying.
No, Grizz. No, Grizz.
When did he go? We've been going for 2 hours, 20 minutes. Was he the first caller?
Grizz. Time out. I don't want to put belittle anybody. If you're running a 6 minute per mile, that's light work. Back in the day, I was running 3:45, 4 minutes per mile. As long as he walked 0.3 miles like this, I'll allow him. But he said his goal is 10 every weekend. So as long as he walked 0.3 like this, Diallo, I salute you. But if you ran and walked and the end of your walk is 9.7, you owe us 0.3 next week. That's all I'm saying. Big up yourself still. 4 degrees ain't easy.
Go rest up, man. Have a shower and chill. Because you need that.
But nah, Grizz, it's possible, man. People get it.
Nah,
You run like that.
maybe it's cold, and when it's cold, you run faster because you want to get home quicker. But still, I'm just saying, who's next? What's going on here? Who's next?
So next we got,
Because I'm on a different page.
yeah, you're definitely on a different page. You keep texting.
By the LFC?
Yeah, it's
Hold
Spider.
Hold on, let's read up, man. I don't want to tell people who was on. So MFC Solo, Kings, Percy here.
No,
I think
Percy's not
Percy
here.
left the
So-
building.
You've Reg
yeah.
here.
Left the building as well.
Albert's next then, and then
Oh
it's
yes, Albert. Yeah.
and then it's Spider. Albert, Spider, Don Smoke, Aziz, and Mike. Please remember that order.
Got him. Uncle, you saying?
Hey, sorry, bro. Listen, I have a bit of a back problem, so I'm lying down.
Lay down, sir. Lay down.
I hope it's
And
not
when
from
you-
pacing
when you
around in
support-
disappointment.
When you support a team like Liverpool, today gives you a backache, man. That you have a fucking backache.
Only back.
Grizz, I'm not.
My
going
whole
anywhere.
body is aching, bro.
My
Look at my
head
hat.
is my.
People are
brain is
asking, "Where's
aching.
my war hat?" I'm not at war. I'm at peace.
Get the
I just got an old
Robitussin.
man hat.
My brain is
Bengay.
aching. My brain is aching. My back is aching. My soul is aching. My spirit is aching. Zuberi, kindly get rid of that shirt, man. It's the devil worship
Hey,
shirt.
listen.
I told you that already, man. Devil worship fucking shirt. Get rid of it. You know what I hate about
He does it on
Arsenal?
purpose. He's nasty like that. You don't know him. He's nasty. Like that.
Yeah, that's self-immolation, man. You're burning your own soul, man. Listen, you know what I dislike about Arsenal fans? You guys are calling into our show and you're telling us, maybe we win one, maybe we win two. We are grieving over a team that were 2-0 up on you in the second half and you still came back and won 3-2. Shut the fuck up, dudes. And that's the way they rub it in. Bilal, see, I have my younger brother is an Arsenal fan, right? And he has a smile
Pick him
just
up.
like
Pick him
Bilal.
up.
He has a smile just like Bilal. Every time we lose, he calls, he says, what happened to you guys? And I'm like, shit, you're family, man. I have something I want to tell you, but I ain't saying it. So whatever I have to tell you guys, win, lose, or draw, I'll say it after you don't win the championship. But anyway, on to our team. Like we say in Ghana, chop your house matter. It means deal with problems in your own house.
First,
look, I have my problems with Klopp, okay? And I think that's public. But let's put tactics, let's put everything aside. Mohamed Salah, the ball is at a penalty spot. Put the ball in the net, and we have a different game. We win that match, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you blow the ball into the Gulf of Guinea, right? Compare and contrast that with Haaland. Haaland had the same problem we had, and he dispatches the penalty.
they were struggling to score.
Right? Isn't that the difference between those who can and those who can't, those who are and those who aren't at the end of the season? I think that the players in this case need to look at themselves.
100.
But then again, we're going to say, but who put them there? Well, the person who put them there put what he had, right? You put what he had. And if we are Liverpool, it doesn't matter what we put out. If they put out me, you, Grizz, and Zuberi in the midfield, we should still beat Bournemouth. Right? We should still beat Bournemouth. And whilst we're having all the conversations about VVD's mistake, allowing the cross without blocking it, the other guy, Konate, actually missing it because he had run ahead of the ball. Did you see what Trent was doing? Did you see it? He was just ambling back. This guy, Billing, just actually trotted past him, and he didn't track his run. He didn't track his run. He was just like, I don't know whether he was crab walking or space walking, whatever. The guy just goes and just puts the ball in the net. This is not a team that is eager to qualify to a tournament that will earn it in the region of, say, 100 million euros. This doesn't look like the team. So if we don't qualify for the top 4, all of you look at this moment, a moment like this, that would have cost us, because we've lost to all the 4 bottom teams. That's you see, that's not happenstance, that's habit. And they say, oh, intensity. That's not intensity, it's incompetence. There's a difference between having a lack of intensity and being incompetent. Right? We've lost to Leeds United, we've lost to Nottingham Forest, we've lost to Bournemouth now, we've lost to, who else have we lost to? Go ahead, tell me.
You guys might remember, I don't know.
Right, and then we've dropped points against Everton, we've dropped points against, we could go on and on and on. I'm saying that there is even a negative differential if you go ahead and you are beating teams like Manchester United. And I mean, if my fairy godfather had come to me as we speak and said, let me give you a bowl, mix the goals you scored against Manchester United and division them among 2 or 3 of the matches you've lost, wouldn't I do that?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's incompetence, my brothers. That's incompetence. And like I said, given how I feel, how I have felt in the past about the manager, you can't blame this on him. You can't blame this on FSG either. How can you blame this on FSG? The players need to answer some questions too.
For their crimes.
Yes. I can't listen. I can't, please, if you haven't, please spend a little bit of time and find the footage of the goal and see what Trent was doing. I don't want to knock anybody, because I was the same person who last week, after all my misgivings about Elliott, was saying maybe Elliott has some hurry up offense factor that helps the team. But I am not sure I feel the same way right now, because he fucking stank up the half. So we the supporters, what do we do now? You heard the Arsenal guys. Arsenal, they talk about their options. Oh, and if Partey doesn't play, there's Jorginho. A lot of people underestimate Jorginho. I think Jorginho was a very intelligent acquisition for the price they got him for. Jorginho never gets the credit for how good a player he is, but I think he's a pretty damn good player, especially if you have him in reserve. Right? If we had a Jorginho in reserve, we probably wouldn't have lost this match. And for me, Jorginho confirmed how I feel about him personally when they played against Aston Villa. They should have lost that Aston Villa match, but for Jorginho.
Wait. Can I just jump in, because you said a lot, and I'm usually with you, but I need you to lay back down because you said your back was hurting.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But we're not gonna praise Jorginho too much.
All right.
Yeah, we're not gonna praise Jorginho too much for the.
No, I'm not praising him too much. I'm not doing that.
In decisive moments,
you heard me.
Yeah, in decisive moments, if we put Fabio in reserve, that equals Jorginho without the penalty. Milner in reserves with the penalty is pretty much more than a Jorginho, because he can do left back, right back. Not bigging up Milner, I don't like him anyways. What I'm trying to say though, Albert, the way you're coming for Trent, it's like this game was won and lost because of him. Bro, Trent have cost us 1 goal, a mistake per season, and created 2. So I hear what you're saying about what he was doing, but he wasn't doing nothing new.
Oh, Zuberi.
So if he wasn't doing anything new, surely there was other areas of the pitch that wasn't really clicking. Elliott was balling out in moments of this game.
Zuberi,
it just didn't.
Don't even go far. I'm placing the blame. If I have a cake of blame, let's place 75% of that cake on Mohamed Salah. Right? Because if he scores that penalty, we're having an argument about why we drew.
That's
so
what I wanted to take.
Trent was doing Trent.
Yes. But Salah wasn't doing Salah. So we should talk about that more. Because Trent was doing Trent. But Salah wasn't doing Salah.
Listen, I am not. Look, at that time, we needed a goal. And even the manager said it in his interview. That changes the game. If we had scored that penalty, we would have won the match. And that's what happened with us. That's what happened with Arsenal. Remember, Bilal? Remember at the time when Partey equalized, we all knew how the match was going to end, didn't we?
Yeah, it was Partey first goal, then Ben White. Yeah,
we knew that was going to happen because it's scientific. A team that is just out there to defend, puncture that defense, and they don't have any options. So maybe, just maybe, we have more questions to answer than, if you're a person who does statistics, if you have any knowledge of statistics, if you look at almost any league table, the points, the goal difference should tell you those who are doing well and those who are doing, and almost all the time it translates into those who are up and those who are down. So those with the highest goal differences will be up. Those with the highest, lowest goal differences will be down. In our case, there's what you call a stochastic skew. We have a very good goal difference, so maybe like an outlier, if you want to use symptom. And that's the problem we have. We are playing erratically. That's what we are doing. We don't seem. Remember the mirror image of what happened on the other side of the season. We beat Bournemouth 9-0 and lost to Manchester United. We've beaten Manchester United 7-0 and lost to Bournemouth. We are like a jack in a box. We are in and out. We're out. We are in. We're out. We are a yo-yo team. But it's not good enough. Like I said, I don't think it's fair for anybody to lump this on Klopp. Yes, he did the selection, but the players he selects need to be able to go there and execute. Right? And then I have another thing I'm going to say. And this last one, please. Somebody should kindly tell our assistant manager to stop fucking giving interviews about our tactics, for fuck's sake. He just gave an interview a few days ago to Michael Owen on NBC. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Now is not the time. Now is not the time, guys. Somebody should tell Mr. Linders, and I'm being very respectful because I don't want to call him any names, that he should stop doing that. And those who are in charge of our team in that way should stop him from giving those interviews, because opposing team managers watch it. They actually do. Right? They do. And if you're a team manager who's going to face Liverpool in the coming future and you don't watch those kinds of interviews, then you yourself are incompetent. Even though they've beaten us 5-2, we all saw Ancelotti in the stadium on Sunday against Manchester United. So, guys, let me leave you with the conundrum that we are. I think I'm more in pain because we lost than the actual physical pain. And Bilal, enjoy your smirk. You have the luxury of deciding whether you're going to beat Fulham by 1-0 or 2-0. But let me tell you, they are not going to be easy. You're lucky Palhinha is not going to play. If Palhinha was going to play, they would have beaten you, because those parks, those little community parks, they are just the bane of the big teams. We want to open up the park. We want to stretch the play. You can't stretch the play in Sellers Pass. You can't stretch the play at Craven Cottage, you can't stretch. You know what I'm saying? Yo, those
Yeah, as
places.
in like it's tight. Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah. So
tight ground.
so good luck to you. But I don't want you to win, but good luck. Okay? Good luck. I don't want you to win, but good luck. Suberi,
I'll take whatever I can get from you.
talk to you later. Big man Grizz.
Always a pleasure.
Take a paracetamol for me.
And take some painkillers for your back.
And I take enough of them.
And pardon about, but we will be back. Pardon the
yeah. Take care, boys.
All right. All the
care.
best. All the best. Yeah, he's in pain. We're in pain.
It's rough.
The goal difference point, I like that point because I looked at the goal difference of Liverpool's 18, and then you beat Bournemouth 9, Man United 7. So it's like all the goal difference from those two games, which is kind of mad when you think about it.
All right, listen, we got 3 callers or 4 callers left. We got 20 minutes left. Let's do this, man. Spider LFC is in the building. Spider, welcome to the show, my friend. Hope you're doing well.
I think you're on mute.
You're on mute, Spider. See if I can help you. There you go. I got you.
And then I am muted myself. Lads, I'm a little scared of Uncle. That's why I was hiding. How's it going? You all right? It's nice to be back.
Good,
how are you keeping? Yeah, it was a bit of a horror show today, but I put that down to a how would I say it? A lack of respect for the opponent, but also an opponent that you shouldn't really have much respect for. You should just tear apart as a Liverpool side. It's a respect in a different kind of way. What I think that some of the players showed today was probably a lack of integrity in parts of their play. In the fact that they thought they were going to turn up and win the game fairly easily and fairly straightforward. But what happens and what's been happening for most of the season, and I don't know why the management side or the players themselves haven't noticed, is that our team has been pinned to the wings the entire time because they allow Robertson and Trent to receive the ball, but the way that they're doing it, they're allowing them to receive it in our half, and they're not receiving it further up the pitch when they play this game. And what happens there is that they're packing the midfield. It's pretty much like an arrow facing the wrong way. They're pushing out the lads. It's trapping Salah in between 2 players in the back line, and then that defensive midfielder is coming back in front of him as well. So then Elliott's not getting the triangle that he wants and the pivot that he wants. And also on the same side, if Gakpo or Nunes is playing there, it's not happening. So look, it's there. It's plain as day. I can see it. You can see it. Anybody else can see it. But there's no. A few lads are saying there's no plan B or C or whatever. We have 3 weeks now to go away, besides Real Madrid, obviously, on Wednesday. I mean, the work has already been done on that, or will be done on that and finalised on that throughout this week. But what you're talking about now is you've 3 weeks to go away and create at least 2 more tactical styles within the 4-3-3 to 4-2-3-1 formations that can maybe switch back to a defensive 4-4-2 when need be.
Can I interject?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, dude.
But I agree with everything that you're saying. But I just the 3 weeks part irked me. And I'll tell you why it irked me. We had a whole preseason. Sorry, we didn't. We had a shortened preseason. So we can maybe allow them for that period for not coming up with a new formation or strategy. I believe our aim was to play an extra attacker. I said it in all preseason. For people that have been following and subscribing, I really thought that we're going to play an extra attacker, whether that's an extra attacking 8 or an extra forward or in the mold of Gakpo or Bobby. I thought that was the aim, to play them behind Nunes, Jota, Salah, or Diaz, Jota, Salah, whatever. I always thought we're going to play an extra attacker. Obviously, the injury situation mashed up all those plans, okay?
Yeah.
So, all right, they get another buy or whatever, a reason, excuse or whatever. Then do you remember we had the World Cup break and we didn't have a lot of players.
That's when I thought it was going to be done. That's exactly when I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't. It was just training camps, and there was no structure.
The weird thing is, before that, we actually changed formation for a little while.
4-2-3-1, I remember, yeah.
And we had a run of about 3 victories or 4 victories. Someone remind me in the chat, 3 or 4 victories, and then we came back and reverted back to type, and then it took games against higher caliber opposition that thought they can come and outplay us to go back to war, enable us to get results,
Yeah.
And now when it came back to games like Wolves, Brighton, not even Brighton are a fantastic footballing team, but Leeds today,
Bottom
Nottingham
4
Forest,
teams.
yeah,
It's just the bottom 4 teams.
where
man.
suddenly teams don't want to play us.
Yeah.
They have no interest in playing
Backwards
us.
arrow, guys. Yeah.
They have only interest in beating us up in the individual battles everywhere on the pitch.
They just
And
they
that's
pack it
what
like ladders.
we never used to get beaten up. We get beaten up away from home on a regular. And this is the worrying part. This is the worry. Newcastle tried to outball us. Remember that, guys. Tottenham tried to play football against us, guys. Man United tried to play football. So all these big victories, Man City, they think in their head, because they see us play shit teams, they think they can outball us. But we can still work out a formula to play them. The ones that are below us, they're only here to rough us up. And they keep roughing us up.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say, guys.
it is. No, I mean the lower league, the lower sides, I should say, in the league are the ones that are been a problem. It's like reverting back to the old days of Rafa Benitez team when we used to beat all the big teams and get done by the teams that were fighting relegation battles, and it feels like that all over again. But it's still, I mean, the quality is there with the lads that we have in the team. They might not be at their peak. And as we spoke about before when I was on the show, Grizz, I said, this is a hangover season for us. Longest games in history we played last season. Yeah, we've had a break for the World Cup, but some of the lads haven't. VVD being one of them. It's shown on him. He's coming back from injury. He's shown that he's not back to his peak at all this season. Whether he'll ever get back there, we'll never know.
He won't.
He won't. I don't think so either. But I mean, Matip is on his way out the door. He's clearly lost it this season.
Finished.
Yeah.
Virgil isn't finished.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Gomez won't ever be a starter for Liverpool.
No.
Ever.
No. Not anymore. Not after 2019. He was great that season when we went up. We lost in the final to Real Madrid, 2018. Sorry, and it was 2018. Yeah, and after that, he just he's never really had injury problems, but he's had 2 broken legs, and that's what's kind of killed him off really. But with regards to the rest of the guys, I mean, Elliott's just a kid. We can't be relying on him. Stefan Bajcetic has been fantastic since he came in, and he'll only get better and better and better because he's playing to his strengths. And he's learning from good stock insider as well in Thiago and Fabinho. With regards anybody else, Cody Gakpo, I think when we did switch the formation a bit today, looked well coming through the middle, but then eventually he wasn't getting any help because nobody was running up alongside him, and then he had to run on his own for the majority of times, and then he had no outlet. It was a mistake, I think, bringing off Nunez at the time. I think he was trouble for the back line. I think Salah should have been brought off and maybe Elliott move forward if he was still on the pitch, or somebody of that ilk that can play the right-hand side wing. I didn't see anything from Salah today, really. I thought he was poor. With regards to Trent, he is a bit of a yo-yo player. Unbelievable. No matter what he does for us going forward, it outweighs everything that he makes mistakes in the defense. It really does. But I've been saying he just needs to be moved into that midfield. He's now got the experience of playing as a right back without being the high quality right back compared to most that are actually naturally right backs. But he's got that right foot, man, and he's got an eye for a passes, which is fantastic. But no, if you put a good right back next to him, I think Trent is a really good replacement for Hendo going forward on that right hand side and protecting that right hand side at the back. Also meeting up with or linking up with Salah, but in rotation. He's only going to suit some teams. He's only going to suit some games. But at the end of the day, he's got one of the best right foots on the planet at the moment, and he's got an eye for a pass, which is fantastic. I don't know where else you go from here. You got Ox leaving at the end of the season. Probably more like you got Naby's definitely going. Fabinho's definitely going. I can see Matip being moved on. VVD is probably going.
It's very apparent now, and obviously it was very apparent to many others.
Yeah.
So congratulate to the others that saw this miles off. Shout out Zuberi. And the rest of us have caught on that it's very apparent that the era of that team, the one that won the 7 trophies, whatever, okay, whatever, it's done, it's finished. Oh, yeah. And the first sign of moving forward is acceptance.
Yeah.
And I think, and the main thing is me, Spider, Captain, Bilal, the RedFellas, the other team, anyone else, content creators, fans, super fans, top reds, we can scream, shout, do what we want. There will be no change until Klopp accepts and realizes.
Yeah.
And he has realized and accepted now. So therefore, to answer your question, Spider, where do we go now? It's literally a case of grit our teeth and get through this damn mad, wild season. Get through it. Whether that means we get Champions League, I honestly, overall, I couldn't give a fuck right now.
Yeah.
I just want to get through the season. I just want an overhaul of the squad. For our standards, 4 or 5 players and 6, 7 leaving is a major overhaul.
Massive.
That's a massive overhaul because we don't operate like that. So that's where I'm at, and that's where I hope our club is at mentality-wise. And I definitely believe it is because Jurgen Klopp, not me, not you, not BBC, not Kenny Dalglish even. Jurgen Klopp has come out and said it. We know what we need to do. Changes need to be made.
Yeah, I mean, there's a balance there. If I'm going to compare seasons, in the season where we lost all our midfield to move back into defence because we lost Virgil van Dijk, we lost all of these guys. In that season, we still ended up getting third. And and that was like I mean we Reece and the other
Nat Phillips
back line, and they were brilliant for the last 13 or 14 games of the season, so like a big up to them for kind of getting us into the Champions League that season, because it was really down to those two, getting into form and stuff. But then I look at now and I'm saying, right, we lost 6 home games in a row that season. We're at a point now where we were 14 points behind that top 4 at one point in that season. We dragged it back and we got to within 4 points of United, who we were 18 points behind. So I'm still thinking, all right, we did have these results as well along the way in that season. But the only thing that's kind of swaying me a small bit this season is the amount of outs that's happening at the end of the season. The people that were there in that season were still playing to play the following season. Now, there's a lot of people that could just down their tools and not really want to play for us and stay fit to get into a new team throughout the summer, especially your likes of Naby Keita, your Oxes that are really injury prone, and these ones. So they're what I'm worried about. And I'm thinking we can only depend really on a good 15 players that can probably get us through to the end of the season. That would put their full effort into it when they have the opportunity to do so. So that's the only thing that's kind of balancing me off, maybe having a similar season and getting top 4. No, then I look at Spurs, and regardless of their result today, the only team I'm kind of really worried about is Chelsea getting into form. And if they get into a bit of form, they can do a bit of catching up if we don't kind of react now and do work against City and Arsenal and Chelsea in the next 3 games. So for me, I still believe we get top 4. I still think this is just a little bit of a blip. I think we've got enough of a good run to the end of the season after we get past these next 3 games. And we can play ourselves into form.
That's the key. That's the key. We need to scrap, fight, war, raise our games like we have against the big teams, because Man City away, Chelsea away, and Arsenal at home is I think it's going to make or break our quest for Champions League. If we can come unscathed, don't ask me what I mean by that, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
6, 7, 9, 6 or 7, 9
No,
points.
I don't know. No, I don't know. Because right now, if you give me 3 draws out of them, I may take them as long as it means we win the next 3, 4.
Yeah.
You were on about points earlier as well.
I like the arithmetic there. That arithmetic get us there.
Yeah, but my maths has been mashed up since.
No. Like, but this one, it's clicking now. It's clicking again.
Because if you offered
take them 3 draws and win the rest, I'll take that as well.
Yeah.
Are we taking that, Liverpool fans? I mean, I know Bill, I was an Arsenal fan, but Spider, are you taking that right now? If you're offered 3 points, now I know Liverpool fans are going to be up in arms. How are we accepting 3 points out of 9 when we know we can beat Arsenal at home? We know we can raise the roof. That's 3 points there. We know we can go to Chelsea and get a draw. They're not being great. We know we can raise it. Man City is the one that we beggars can't be choosers. We take what's given. I hope that we can raise it. But am I being too negative and pessimistic to ask for 3 points?
If we go by the logic that you were talking about earlier with the point system, that you need 28 and 29 points, you're going to at least, if we're going to win the rest of the games for the season and just go for those kind of draws within that game, then you're talking about 36 points left. You'll at least need 5 points out of those 3 games and only dropping 4 points in 2 games. So we'll need to beat Chelsea's, let's say, just to keep them at bay and draw with Arsenal and City. And that way you're thinking about 5 points. Now you're in the motion of hitting maybe 30 points that way.
If you're giving me 5 points out of that 9, I'm taking that.
I will bite your hand off for that. Yeah,
minimum 5 to 7. Obviously, 9 is the best for you guys, but yeah. Anything over 5 plus is good.
I would take 7 out of that. Yeah, easily. Oh yeah, I'd bite that.
When I work 28 out of 36, that's for a 70-point top 4 race. People been since then messaging me and saying, "Yo, Grizz, this is one of those wild seasons where we may be able to get away with 66, 68."
Yeah, that's what I think.
I'm not sure, but I don't know.
It's like a Leicester title winning. Yeah, I think it's
just
like a
because Tottenham
season. Everybody's so close together. Yeah,
Tottenham and Newcastle too inconsistent. They probably hit 70. Yeah, I could see 65, 66, 67.
Then we're not out of it. We're not out of it. If that's the case. Why are you laughing, Captain? What's on your brain? When you laugh, you're dangerous.
No, it's funny because I saw something that is so perfect and so accurate. It actually made sense. So this guy said, "I'll take 9 points and then a defeat to lead." That is so Liverpool right now. I couldn't help myself. Big up to you, bro.
It's still a 6 point profit. You know,
it's still a 6. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, and we'll take it. Don't actually take. I'll beat City, Chelsea, and Arsenal.
But that was my point earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. The maths didn't math, but that's what I meant earlier when I said, if you're going to give me another 4 wins and a draw and a loss sequence for the rest of the season, and even if it meant the loss was to the next bottom team, the next bottom place team, like we've lost to the bottom 3, you know how wild that is. So even if we work our way up and lose to, I don't know, whoever's Southampton and whatever, but as long as
the next team to go bottom,
I'm kind of looking at the fixtures that we have for the rest of the season after the Arsenal, and you're talking Leeds and Forest straight away. I mean, they should be a 6-pointer, even though the 2 of them beat us this season.
They'll be fighting at that point.
They're fighting at that point. You know, it should be. The 2 of them beat us, and then we've got West Ham, Spurs, Brentford, Leicester, Aston Villa, and Southampton to finish off. I mean, they're all very winnable games.
They're all winnable games, Spider.
But we have to get past the next 3. We have to do 5 points minimum in the next 3 games, I think. And again, we're talking about top 4.
I'd love to speak to you more, man. Make
That's
sure
no
you
problem,
call in
dude.
again. It's been brilliant, pleasurable. Look
Same
after
again,
yourself. You tried to keep us sane, and you did a good job, my bro.
Okay, we're doing this, lads. Top 4. We're getting it. We're getting it. Top 4.
All right. Take care of yourself.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, big up. It was a good call.
Great callers, man. Great. Every caller
was calm. Spider's my favorite. You know why? I was able to drink my goated soup and just relax. It was the therapy I needed. I might go replay Spider after this is done, bro. Spider was the right energy. Grizz, I saw you coming back. Your math started making sense. You was doing 1 + 1 = 4 earlier.
I saw light.
I'm just saying, bro. Spider was needed. Big up yourself, Spider, bro.
Tarmizi, of course. Channel member, big up.
Big up
Salam
Tarmizi,
Grizz,
bro.
big up to the panels, callers, and chat. Long season indeed. Hit the thumbs up, lads. And Bilal, could you put up Kim Min Jae in the background next time?
Yo, big up Tarmizi.
Yeah, big up. Kim Min Jae is another monster player that, again, Liverpool should be interested in him with his release clause as well.
My number 1 choice, man. Bandis Gavardio talk. I rate Gavardio. It's not about rating him. I want the money to be spent on midfield.
Yeah.
Kim Min Jae has a release clause, apparently. I don't know. Apparently, I've been reading around 40 million.
Yeah, 40, 45, something like that for like 2 weeks in the summer.
Deal with the matter.
Get him out of there, man. Get him out of Napoli.
Deal with the matter. Am I right, Captain? Deal with the matter.
No.
Anyway.
What's that? Salvation Army budget right there.
Look at the time. Look at the time.
Let's get
we
these
only
ones
got
too,
we only got one guys. I am so sorry, man.
Who we got next?
Only Don Smoke. Time for Don Smoke. That's it. Rest of you, it's a wrap today. I'm so sorry. I apologize, guys. Try to remember the names. We're gonna try to Mike Das. We're gonna try to get you on
locked
first.
in. Got you.
Yeah. Next time, I promise you, when I see your name in the chat, I'm gonna bring you to the top of the list because you're a new caller as well. But we need to. I can't do another hour, Daz. Man, you're gonna get me in trouble, man.
Where's Daz's wife, man? We need to get his wife
Yeah,
to
man.
come get him
Kill
up.
us, bro.
But
10
listen,
minutes. We got
Yo,
lives as
let's
well, man. Come on.
let's welcome Don Smoke to the chat to probably give us some smoke. How you doing, my bro?
Hi, shout out Grizz. I'm good and you, man. I can't complain. We just beat Palace in a ground where it's not easy to beat them. right? If you look at the stats, the past 2 months, I haven't lost to a big team, right? It's draws left, right, and center. So to go there and to get 3 points, especially during this crunch time, I'll take it and run. And that's what we've done. We took it and we ran with the 3 points.
I'm conflicted. So conflicted with you right now, bro.
Why is it big?
The energy you came in this room with, I fear for Bilal. The energy you come in here with, it's like more than you can believe, Bilal. We're winning the league. You came in so smooth. I want to big you up, bro. But I don't want to do that at the expense of Bilal because he's here today. If Bilal wasn't here, I would have been all over the energy.
You'd be with Grizz, support Man City. Okay.
No. I'm just saying, Bilal, you're here. I'm backing you. But if you wasn't, Bilal, I'm just saying his energy would have turned me.
On the level. Okay, I understand.
It's those hours that only us and Liverpool know for the past few seasons.
Yes,
I don't think Arsenal can relate. Right. I don't think they understand what it takes at the moment. Because we've seen them. We've seen them in a position whereby it was almost mathematically impossible to miss out on top 4. They were even singing the UEFA Champions League anthems, right? Making them the ringtones and whatnot. And then we know what happened, right? So
different season, man. Different season. It's not the same.
Yeah, we've seen this movie before. Deja vu.
Reruns.
Right. You may say different seasons, but until you've done it, you haven't done it.
So you guys, you can speak, but then at the end of the season, a lot of people, for some reason, I don't know, it's like they're in delusion about what Arsenal are doing. Because last season, Brendan Rodgers said it the other day, and I respected him for saying, he said, Arsenal would have finished top 4 if it wasn't for the injuries. You had to play Cedric, Holding, Tavares for 20 games. You know, these are not players of the level for top 10, let alone top 4. So it's, listen, Man City today.
That's football.
That's football. That's football. And that's why,
we've seen Liverpool without centre backs do it. Right. It's about getting it done at the end of the day. We at the part of the season whereby it's about results and not performances. Because we could have battered Crystal Palace all day long. But unless we won, it means nothing. So, and we could also give you a long list of injuries. We had this. The thing though is
Man City are not allowed to talk about injuries. You got too much money, bro. You got too much money. You can't speak about injuries. Your squad's too big. But maybe this season you're not happy with your squad. Maybe you're not happy because you gave us Jesus, you gave us your best left back. So I don't know.
Talk that talk, Bilal. Bilal, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm backing you. You're here, Dan. Let me ask you a question, bro. Because what team you think you should be losing to, if not Liverpool, when you gave these men the striker, the manager, the left back, bro? What did you expect, bro? Like, seriously, what did you expect? You thought, oh, no, we're so good. We're so calm. We'll give them all of these tools and assets, and we ain't even going to worry about them. We'll still take it off them. Do you know the arrogance you guys got? And then you come in here so smooth, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm conflicted. Like, I hear what you're saying, and I respect it fan to fan. Oh, bro, that arrogance.
Let me give you a scenario. Let me give you a scenario, right? You're busy driving your car home, right? There's this homeless person on the road, right? You take out a cassette and you throw it out, right? You don't listen to that cassette anymore. And then all of a sudden, this person hears one of the tracks, remix it, and it blows up. Next thing is a superstar, right? And then everyone is like, oh, you shouldn't have given gold to this. No, at the end of the day, we sold these guys for a reason. Like, as good as Jesus was, he wasn't Aguero's replacement. That's the fact. As good as Zine has been for us in the crunch moments, I'm talking about Champions League, knockouts, like semifinals, he's cost us the games. So and the thing is, they've been loyal servants of ours, and they wanted more game time, and we couldn't give them. So we're like, okay. We didn't know that.
The real truth, Man City sold Jesus and Zinchenko to Arsenal because number one, they're the only team that put the money up, and Man City, because of what's been happening with the Premier League investigations, FFP, they have to sell players. They didn't really have a choice. Jesus was a 1-year contract. Zinchenko's the one you had a choice, but you let him go because you respected him. Obviously,
It's
Zoom
got
said
nothing to do with
Arteta.
FFP.
Arteta, we took him, man. They didn't have a choice in that one. We just took Arteta.
It's got nothing
I
to
think
do with
let me ask one more question. Either one of you can answer. So, is Arsenal running on a bunch of another man's trash? Is their treasure?
Not trash.
Is Arsenal running on damaged goods and hand-me-downs?
No.
Sometimes hand-me-downs look fresh on another guy that appreciates the hand-me-down.
It's not. I wouldn't say.
Jorginho's is definitely a hand-me-down. So
okay, let me put it this way, right? I'm sure you have players in your team whereby you may not deem them Liverpool quality, but they would be a good player for another team in the Premier League. Like Solanke, for example. I'm giving you an example. Like you do get that in every squad, whereby for another team you would play. Look at Lokonga as you've moved him to Crystal Palace, whereby there he starts, whereby you don't deem him his surplus to requirements in your team, and you get that everywhere. Whereby for what we're trying to achieve, I don't think you can get us there, and that was how we deem it. Not that they're bums or they're useless. No, for winning the Champions League, we've tried with those guys, and we've seen that no. They're not.
So what's more important this season? This is important because I like that point. So what's more important? You guys win the Champions League this season or winning the Premier League then? Because for me, it sounds like the Champions League now is the main thing. You have to win that tournament this season.
No, we want both, right? But if I was to choose, the thing is, I don't want Arsenal to win the Premier League. Like my older brother is a Arsenal fan, right? And the last time he was genuinely happy was almost 20 years ago, football-wise. And I don't want to see him. Like, I won't rest. I have so many Arsenal fans who have been dead, and all of a sudden they came out from the coffins. Like we last spoke 19 years ago. Who are you? Those kind of things. So
he was not around 19 years ago, bro. Man City was not a thing. There was like how old Man City?
But you were winning
like 10 years old. Man City is about like 10 years old from what I know.
But you were silent. You were this deaf guy around for 19 years. So what's the difference?
No, we've been about. Listen, we've been winning our FA Cups.
Winning what?
We've been
FA Cups, bro. Like Arsenal.
We go
way more. You telling me?
No. But we've not been dead. We've been around. We've been
rebuilding.
Last 5 years, we've been dead. Last 5 years, last 5 years.
Let me ask you a question.
But then
what's the difference of being deaf for 19 years and not being around when no one hears you anyway?
Bro,
and you're on the radio.
Nah, I mean, when was fighting a zipper on the sideline, getting top 4 and stuff like that. So they was around. They weren't really relevant.
Bro. When you guys were coming with your oil money, I had no money. You're stealing my players, bro.
It's still fine. It's still fine.
I like this
bro.
Zuberi, is this a new rivalry started? Have we just sown the seeds?
Yeah, because here's how it started, Grizz. Here's how it started. I don't want to ask this question because I don't want to disrespect Don Smoke. But before City, it was Arsenal just being relevant. And they just took, 5 Arsenal players and got them. And now Arsenal is doing the flip. We're going to take your number 2 coach and a couple of your players, and now we're back.
They didn't take. We let them go. There's a difference between taking.
Okay.
We let them go.
No. Arteta, we took him. You
don't take him.
To go.
We let him go.
Arteta's our guy, bro. He was our captain. We took him back. We let him go do his apprenticeship inside the job at Man City.
When there's a contract, and you get let, it's called letting go.
Let's end this because we've run over time, and I need to rest. Because it's been a long day. No, I'm going to ask you. Before you go.
Yes.
Are you going to win this league or what?
No, I believe we will.
The hesitation. I saw the hesitation. You know you.
Bro, even if I don't hesitate, even if we slip up, I feel as if Liverpool has a better chance of winning the league than you. As bad as they are.
No disrespect to Liverpool fans. I think it's nearly mathematically impossible, probably.
No. Yeah, but Liverpool are good enough to exceed those nearly because they've done it before.
Pigs can fly as well. Liverpool can win the league this season.
Yeah.
I'm saying my odds. That's how I'm telling you that I don't believe you're gonna win.
He don't believe you guys. That's why he's showing the.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
At the end of the day, you can't buy experience. You can't.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I like that line. I like that line.
No, but
that
no,
line,
okay, but
they
that's
can't
why
buy Champions League, so they know and they live by it.
Same thing in the Champions League. We don't have that experience, the know-how, and we can't pretend. We can pretend, but
And
you
they
will
can't
get
buy
found out by
Grizz, so
better
they
Are
teams.
you guys in the? Is it this week the Champions League for you guys as well?
Yeah, Leipzig.
This week is wild, man. This week is wild.
That's why KDB was rested. We rested our guys for that.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
being rested or is he being dropped? Because
No, you're rested.
no, the guy's being dropped, man. You can't be.
Don't start this shit now. We run out of time. Time out.
Yo,
Time out.
yo, Dan Smoke.
But you wouldn't
I
know
need to see
what it feels like resting a player in the Champions League.
He's
I'm sure you forgot.
begging. Don't bite. Don't
You
smoke.
don't listen.
Carry
I can
on.
say to Man City, where's your Champions League, bro? You don't go there as
Carry
well.
on. Time out. Next week we're gonna do carry on. Don, call in next week. We will continue on the call in show. Don't worry.
No, shout out to the guys who have experience of. That's why I'm shouting you guys out.
Okay.
Right. You know what it's
Bro,
like.
my club's got 3 Premier Leagues. I've got 13 league titles.
Bro.
I've got invincible trophies.
Bro, I don't
calm
think
down.
you
You acting like
saw
no, bro.
the
Your club's 10 years old.
You
mate.
went
need
around
calm
to see the
down.
04 Champions Premier League, bro. Don't act like
Don-
you're watching something.
Don,
You
you
want
held
to-
it.
All right,
Don, you
Don,
held
we'll
the
come
smoke.
back.
You gave
We'll
the
come
smoke.
back.
Look
We'll come
after
back.
yourself.
Nah.
Don
Danny
gave the smoke
was
and he held
cooking.
the smoke. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
all
fair
good.
play, fair play.
Yeah,
Bilal?
it's fine, it's fine.
But
Bilal,
Man
held
City,
it.
you don't know deep down that I hate Man City, like as well because
We
of
know.
the way.
We
Yeah,
know.
I hate Man City. Like, I think it's like a club that should be sent to non-league. So for me,
Oh shit!
I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to
Bilal?
hate Man City.
If you wasn't here, that would have been the catalyst to get me to jump over with Grizz as well. Because the way he came in, I'm just saying, bro. I just had to defend you because you on the panel. You know, make sure you. But he did rattle you still. You know, but
No. Man City. Listen, when it comes to Man City, you'll see a new side of me. I don't like them. I don't like that club. I don't like what they stand for. I don't like the idea of Man City, and I don't like the fact that also, like, I saw so many comments saying, "Yeah, if Man City win the league, it's like no one's won it. Doesn't mean anything." This is terrible for football. So for me, on many aspects, I just think Man City are just.
so you're just pro football. Is that what you're saying? You're just
Guys,
I'm pro football. Yeah, well, we'll get onto it another time.
Yeah, we will, guys. There's still 350. If at least 50 of you, we need to get to 400 likes. We're about 30 short. Smash up the like button right now before you go. We're about to do. We have just, I believe, done a 3-hour call-in again for you.
Yeah.
The work rate is real. The dedication is real. Win, draw, or lose, as the case is today. We here for you, front line. Bilal wasn't even registered to come on today. Bilal said, "Nah, I'm gonna register myself. I need to speak." He need to get a whole heap of frustration off him. Captain is there. Captain is there. Every calling, front line captain.
In the trenches, man, we need more fighters in the trench, man. We can't be bickering against each other. Oh, FSG out, clap in, flying planes over friendly territories. No, we need to fly planes over the enemy's territory. Fam.
Yeah, people are saying a few punches might have landed on Bilal's head.
I'll block it. I'll try and duck. You know what it is? I watched Creed. I'm not gonna do no spoilers, obviously, but I watched Creed the other night, and we all know what Creed's about. So, yeah.
Listen, it's been a fantastic show. Make sure you guys are locked in tomorrow. RedFellas, 8 p.m. Yeah, it's going to be serious therapy. This has been a bit more lighthearted and we just let it roll, let it flow. Everyone has a say. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be serious. Make sure you're locked in 8 p.m. And then after that, we got hella content. Oh my God. Every day of the week, right, Bill? Because Champions League.
Next week's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Every day of the week, we're gonna be serious. So check it out. Subscribe if you haven't. Like the stream if you haven't. Call in Khan. We out of here. Take it.